sail the raging sea. For I have plowed the raging main this 20 years or more. But now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. By raging storms and tempests, shipwrecked 3 times I've been, and many a bloody battle upon the seas I've seen. I've seen the cannon's glaring flash, I've heard its thunderous roar. Though now I'm turned adrift to starve upon my native shore. Should hostile fleets e'er venture upon the raging main, true hearts of oak, we British tars will push to sea again, and bravely bring their ships to port as we have done before. So help us now while we're in want upon our native shore. Come pity, gentle strangers, a luckless British tar. In your defense he may hurl the thunderbolts of war. Come. Oh, Maggie, Maggie May, they've taken you away to slave upon Van Diemen's cruel shore. Oh, you robbed so many whalers and many drunken sailors, but you'll never cruise round Liverpool no more. Now come here, all you sailors bold, and listen to me tale. I know you all will sadly pity me, for I was a ruddy fool in the port of Liverpool on the voyage when I first paid off from sea.
Hello. Yo, Bull, what's good? Yo, why you always coming at my neck? Yeah, I put Popeyes in there because y'all keep talking about the One Piece meal. What? Why do y'all keep bringing up the One Piece meal, man? I do not want it like that. Okay, so we got some stuff to talk about. We got a couple things to talk about, alright. Let's talk about this first, though. Major names in the Hollywood scene have signed an opposing letter to the Warner Brothers and Paramount merger. This is big because I think the major actors know how big of a deal this is. Right now. Look, Warner Brothers and Paramount should not merge at this point, because Paramount doesn't realize that the moment they truly do merge with Warner Brothers, they're gonna go even more bankrupt than they already are. So it's like y'all are just gonna shoot yourself in the foot once the merge fully happens, because you're gonna lose so much money you're going to fire so many people just because you don't want Netflix to have it. Granted, I don't want either Netflix or Paramount to own it, but it's like, I'd rather do anything but give it to Paramount. And plus, it felt too good to be true. Because one of them was going to screw up, and obviously it's Paramount. Yeah, it did feel too good to be true. It felt way too good to be true. If this many actors are against it, the bid is definitely getting canceled. Yeah, they owe Warner Brothers $14 billion, which means, regardless, one of them is going bankrupt. One of them is going bankrupt, whether they like it or not, because Netflix owning Warner Brothers, yeah, it would have sucked for the gaming scene, but like, I'd be okay with Netflix owning it, even though it still would have sucked. Like, this is horrible. Yeah, that's another thing. They already gave Netflix some hush money, like $4 billion to cancel the sale. What they don't realize, Bull, is that literally Netflix can just wait until they both go bankrupt and then own them. Like, what is going to stop them from doing it? They just got a free $4 billion to not go towards something. Yeah, the movies have been very successful for Warner Brothers. Can't really say the same for Paramount. This is wild, bro. At least Warner Brothers has a future, which is facts. Because even though DC still sucks, DC is still doing better than Paramount. I hate to say that. Okay. Next.
Their door has double your damage rolls. Double. Like, do you understand how useless you are in this game? Do you have 16? Are you like 15 years old? Because if you're like 15, it would make sense. So what can you explain the thought process of pushing into cart against Cloakwood when you're all alone to have the least amount of deaths so you can complain about it later? And that's why you always have bad stats. Why would I push when my team C9? Do you know what C9 is? What are you talking about? You do realize you're never gonna improve in anything if you keep being so delusional and not self-critical? Like, are you willing to hop in a Discord call? Like, I just like I need to see what I'm working with here. I need to like get to the bottom of this. Like, join my Discord. Like, this is I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I don't believe this is a real human being. Can you just join a random voice channel? I'll pull you in. Watch this guy scream some slurs right now as I pull him in. I can't. I something within me just like doesn't let these people. I just I have too much hope in humanity to believe these are real humans. Like, I need to get through this person. You are pretty bad at the game, yes. You're quite trash at the game. But let's see if I can make that point. Like, if you can understand that. Googling top 10 slurs to say on stream. How do I join? Brother, you were just in voice chat. Why are you baiting? Alright, I'm wrapping it up. This is just boring. Hopeless.
When did you get a haircut? I just noticed. I got one yesterday. And also, thank you for noticing. But look. I just want DC to stop getting rebooted.
What do you mean my mic isn't picking up? I can hear that it's picking up. You think you're playing well?
I think I'm playing well.
Do you think you're playing well?
I mean, I'm not gonna say and act like I don't got bad games. Like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the best on every tank. I'm not gonna say I'm the best in this game. I'm not trying to say like, I'm always gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a pro player or something. I never jacked that. I don't know why your chat saying that. I don't know why like you kind of saying that. Like,
nobody's saying you're a pro player. You do realize that, but your gameplay is very below me.
I'm not saying I'm a pro player. I'm saying I'm not a pro player.
Yeah, I'm saying nobody's saying you're a pro player. Nobody said you are a pro.
Okay.
But like, my point here is,
I just hope DC does good to the point where they don't get any more reboots. Like, truly.
there's no problem,
Bro, my brother cut my hair, bro.
You're blaming everybody but yourself when your gameplay is subpar.
Alright, remember that clip when you sent with the Namor and on the side I did that? Oh, you said that was bad. That wasn't bad. Oh, I admit that was a bad. I take accountability. You know what I'm saying?
But you do realize.
Let me finish. Let me finish though. I got you. Let me finish. Like that was. I'm trying to explain my thought process because I knew from the start of that game, bro. Like, you're not understanding why I'm going through these games. You're not the one playing against these randoms. Like, I'm telling you, y'all say EOM don't exist. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what that even means, to be honest. But I know for sure that there's a lot of throwers in this game. There's a lot of people with
W
weak
brother.
mentalities.
Oh yeah, he's been doing this a lot.
But
Usually, whenever I get a haircut,
I'm the best player. And I'm gonna take some
he
accountability.
is
I do mess up.
doing
Sometimes,
that for him.
my position is pretty ass sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my situation awareness sometimes be bad. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I can take accountability for that. But like, my play style is always to rush down people. I like to rush down. I know that's probably sounds like brain dead to you or something like that in a certain way and to your fans or whatever. But my play style got me far in this rank by bashing people up, by fucking niggas up. Sorry for my.
No, it's fine. It's fine. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I came this far from chasing the limbs. I know it didn't look like it in those games plays. Trust. Listen. Like I work like from my schedule. I'm sorry, I'm studying a little bit. I'm horrible at socializing. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Like, yeah. So my schedule is like from 7 to 3.
These are the people in our games, by the way. That you hear that child? These are the people throwing in our Marvel Rivals games. I think DC will be fine. Basically, everything new has performed well. Superman was the most watched movie on streaming services last year. True. And Peacemaker was a big hit. I am very skeptical. A reverse mohawk? Shave in the middle but keep the sides? I'll think about it. I hope the Lantern show is good. I don't really know how to feel about the Lantern show because it's what? It's more of a detective show. I don't know how to feel about that, but we'll see. We'll see.
I know y'all don't give a fuck about it, but I work from 7 to 3 in the morning, and I also do 3 to 11. So my schedule is already fucked, like my sleep schedule. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I stay up to like back to back days, like you know what I'm saying. Don't get like right now I got no sleep. I stood up all night trying to rank up. You know what I'm saying? That's how dedicated I really am to like trying to get nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Hold on, you played a whole night to rank up, and you still didn't rank up? What?
try to get like teammates, you know, randoms who's actually good. You know what I'm saying? Actually queue up with them. I try to do the most. Even what you're doing right now, looking at my videos, like how you look at the L's and all that stuff. That's exactly what I was doing when I was losing. I'm not gonna sit and act like I'm delusional and like even the games where I did good at or we lost and it was close. Like we look at one of those games where I dropped a lot of limbs and we lost. I try to break down like how did I lose this game? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, what did I do wrong? What could I improve? You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm doing good, I'll be like, yo, what can I do to help my teammates around me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I may look like, I know you should watch.
Okay, the way he sounds like that dude Rakai, and it's pissing me off. Apparently, based on leaks that have been accurate, they go to space in later episodes, and it just starts on Earth. Oh, okay. Bro, I've never heard that before. How do you play ranked all that time and you still didn't rank up? That's wild. That's wild to me.
Some shit gameplay and my fault and you and your stream for watching that. My fault, y'all. I'll take some accountability. Maybe I was playing like some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I was playing like some ass, but
Hold on. He's talking about accountability, but he started making a bunch of excuses. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I work at this, and that. So I'm tired because I've been playing the game all night. So when I play in the morning, I get tired. Like, you hear all these excuses, and then he says, "By the way, I take accountability." No, you're not. I guarantee you, he's gonna do something stupid and not take accountability for it. First off, you're just constantly gonna rush down the enemy, even on defense. I need to see you on defense then, because how in the world are you playing Thor on defense?
I was so rage tilted and rage queued. Yo, we call it rage queue or something like that. Yeah, like I was rage queued all the other L's I was taking because like honestly, I'm not gonna sit and say like it's my fault all the time, but like my teammates really do be ass. Like if you see these games, like my Jeff be garbage. My Gambit doesn't ult. Like it's just like, we be holding ults for no reason. Like that time, back to that moment with the name when I did that ultimate for no reason. That I did that bad ult. Hindsight, the only reason why I did that because everyone was afraid to push, bro. I'm trying to frontline, and I came in frontline. They're always talking about the back line. They're always talking about like something else going on, bro. How am I gonna frontline if our support is talking about like pills and stuff like that? You know what I mean?
Okay, first off, people are talking about the back line because that's probably why you're losing. Like, yeah, you could say what you want about, oh, you gotta take space, you gotta do this. But also, if your teammates are just dying in the back line, and you know that your teammates aren't doing anything, and you're Thor is one of the best brawl tanks there is, bro. And, like, here's the thing. With Thor, you can't face tank. You can't face tank with a tank like Thor. You might think you can because he's a tank and I'm gonna play what I want. If it's ranked, play a tank that has a shield at least. Thor just takes heavy damage and your healers literally have to be on your ass. Even Jeremy struggles on Thor. Yes, Because Thor on defense sucks if you don't have a second tank. Like, I'd even take a Mr. Fantastic. Like, your first mistake is thinking that you can run Thor on defense and it'll always go well. Yeah, he literally is. He's a more mobility thing, really. And he can deal with, just like Thing, before Thing was even in the game, Thor was the go-to tank to deal with people in the back line. Like, when there was a Black Panther, okay, you use Thor, time your dash. Like, oh my god.
And like, I have no problem peeling. I got no problem peeling. But like, I can't do both. You know what I'm saying? I need some help. Like, I don't know, bro. Like I said, I can take accountability. I have ass games. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes my positioning be ass. Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying, my awareness be a little shaky. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the perfect player. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm.
What's up, Dark? How you doing? Now, you know what? Just the sidetrack. Look. When I have money, I'll get the Popeyes meal. But do I have to eat it on stream with the camera on? Do I have to do that?
I'm the best player on Rivals. I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should improve on certain stuff. But like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and make it seem like it's always me all the time. Because it really.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. At some point, if you're solo tanking Thor and you're gonna cry about no heals instead of helping your teammates, you're not helping much. Facts. Like, gee, you would be more help if you pick Penny. Or I'd say Hulk. Hulk is in a better position than Thor, because at least now with the buffs that Hulk has gotten, he's used more. Yeah, every single bite. Yes, bruh. Oh my. This is crazy. But alright. How am I supposed to frontline if they always talking about the back line? Crazy.
Really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got bad games. Everybody has bad games. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, everybody do. Pros, casuals, oh yeah. We all have a bad game. You saw all my bad games. And your fans too, all that. Saw it too. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you saw those bad games, but I also have crazy good games where I feel like you ain't see and you ain't give me enough credit for it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a little bit rage baiting, because like, yeah, y'all say I was rage baiting or something. Like, I wasn't really trying to rage bait. I was just literally telling you my input. So that's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, like, I wanna know what y'all think. I feel like I said enough.
Yes, but what's the point of me watching your good games? Like, what's the purpose of me doing that?
The purpose of you watching my good games?
Yeah. Do you
to show like I'm not always the problem, because you may seem like I'm always the problem or something.
Yeah, but you do.
Bro. Okay, this goes deeper. Dark, just know the kid that you're hearing, these are the people who one trick a character. So you want a pro player, or at least someone that's above Grandmaster, to look at your wins and only your wins, and you say even when you win, you're not the problem. The Fresh Prince of Chicago, you. What? Bro, are you saying that because of the shirt I have? Bro, this is one of the shirts I had to wear for retail. But I like this shirt, so I kept it instead of turning it back in. I really like this shirt, man. But alright.
you realize that the losses you have are because you are the problem, and we're trying to improve that so you're not the problem. So you have more good games. That's the purpose of watching the bad games, so you can have more consistent wins, and you understand why you play bad.
I go over my bad game. I go over my bad games. I went over that game that you.
But why would I?
On the side, and I ulted.
Yeah,
but
but
once again, that my team was not pushing up on me. I couldn't. My team. If you
But you're-
rewind that clip, I went down to help my team and reposition myself, and they all just died to side. What am I supposed to do about that?
you can play if you know they have side.
I can't bubble my teammate when I'm Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
I can't do that. It's certain things I can't do as Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if you know they have Psy-Out, you can stack with your team, and then the Psy-Law code is not gonna kill them.
See, the thing is, how am I gonna stack with my team when my team is all over the place?
They were all stacked together. I was watching. They were all together, bunched up.
There were 3 down there, but so you trying to say if I stack with the Psy-Law with the Thor pushing, I'm gonna survive with my team?
Yes, that's how pro play.
Hold on. There's no way. Okay, so y'all know this guy is, I believe, in GM. Somehow he made it to GM. But if you're a GM player and you don't know how Psylocke's ult works, and that multiple people being in the ult will allow your team to survive more hits. If you don't know that, you actually might be sped and stupid. Like, bro, if you're a GM player, you should at least know how all the ultimates work and how to counter them and how to survive, when to run. I said sped. I didn't mean to say that. I was just mad. I'm not King Von's ally. What? But, oh my god. You see, these are the people that get Dark Shinobi and Huncho Bull pissed off and they start cursing at the mic.
It doesn't when there's a side. You are not a pro player either. Psy-Law code, the way you counter it is stacking with your team so you can, split the damage up so it's not on the same person over and over again. That's how it works. You need to read what's happening with the enemy team, what ults they have, and actually think one step ahead and try to predict what they're going to do. So they're going to have Psy-Ult, and you need to play with your team, so you need to sit there and split the damage. Because if you leave your teammates when they have Psy-Ult, every single slash, which is like 130 damage, is going to go in a squishy. That's half their HP. When you're a tank, you have like 700 HP, 600 HP, you're going to take like 4 slashes. That's like, you're negating half the damage right there.
I get that. I probably should have done that. I understand that. And maybe I should have done that. You're right. I'll take accountability for that. I should have been in the ult.
Okay. But that's the point I'm trying to make. You keep
no, bruh. No, I never said that.
Quote unquote, play really well, right? You are playing fine those games. You're winning. But there's no purpose in me doing that, because if I watch those good games, I can never tell you the mistakes that are obvious, like you not stacking in Psy-Ult. You know what I mean? Like, there is no purpose.
You have to look at my L. So
nobody ever watches the wins, because there's no purpose to it. Because you have a good game, you felt confident there, you played really well, your team played well, your team maybe carried you, maybe you had a smurf, maybe the enemy team was throwing. There's no purpose to it, right? But when there's a loss, we need to get down to the bottom, and we need to peel the layers and understand why you lost the game, right? Nobody's rage baiting you, but if you want to improve, you have to understand that these people, when you say that these people are bad, your teammates are bad, everybody's throwing your games, the same applies to the enemy team. They have throwers, and you have to understand that because they have the same players, you need to understand how to manipulate that, right? If you play for...
I'm going to help you real quick, side note. Sometimes I'll be playing against people who are queued up together. Mind you, I'm solo queuing.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That fair? You know what I'm saying? They're communicating.
Yes.
And I'm trying to communicate with my team.
I get it.
They took
I get it.
Like,
hold on, you're mad because people are queuing with a friend? For real? You're mad that people are queuing with a friend and you're solo queuing? Dang, you would hate us. You would hate us. 'Cause look, I'm not going in the ring without Dark, Bull, or Jay. And that is crazy. That's a crazy mindset to have. That's crazy.
Some games, some games are unwinnable. That's normal. In every competitive game, some games you're never gonna win because you're either not good enough, the enemy team is way better, your team is throwing. It's fine. Don't focus on those games. Focus on the games that are winnable because you had plenty of games that were winnable, but you just played badly or you didn't understand how to win those games. And that's the purpose of actually VOD reviewing. It's consistency. How do you always provide the same value that you provided during those wins where you had 40 kills? How do you consistently replicate that in every single game?
I appreciate that community, but I am not a part of that community.
You're always pinpointing somebody on your team to blame when things go bad. And because you do that, you never actually improve because you need to understand, okay, my team is playing bad. My team is dog shit. Every team is always dog shit. In my rank, people are dog shit. In Zype, who I know if you know who Zype is, he's the rank 1 support, right? He has horrible teammates as well. But the reason why he wins so much is because he manages to dissect and understand the weakness of the enemy team, understand his win condition. You never think, you never understand, you never actually try to adapt. You just play Thor and you hope for the best. It's like rolling the dice. You're just playing the casino.
Let me stop you right there. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that's a lie because like when I have like a certain like team composition, like say if I got a Rocket, right, and we got White Fox or whatever the case may be, I'll be thinking about comboing with my teammates' ults. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes,
how I'm win this fight.
That's fine.
Maybe I combo with this person. You know what I'm saying? Or like you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Ahead, you know?
I get it.
Just like,
but in a game like Rivals, flexibility is the most important thing. And I'll be honest, your Thor gameplay is whatever, mediocre. Your Emma, your other gameplay, your Ting gameplay was just horrid, right? I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it outright. It was terrible, right? You need more characters in your arsenal so that you can adapt. Like when the enemy team is playing Iron Man or stuff, and you are not able to kill him.
But I counter Iron Man all the time.
Not always. It's not always gonna be that way.
I do most of the time though.
Brother. It's not. I know for a fact you don't. It's just an example.
I do, bro.
It's just an example. It's just an example.
Yeah, I got bad L's. I know those games was really bad. That Emma gameplay is bad. Like I said, my Emma isn't the best. I'm not jacking as my Emma. You see my hours on Emma. I don't play Emma all the time. I just use her because I feel like I needed to use her. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever the reason may be. Maybe I was tired or whatever the case may be. But I wanted to use her and I played bad. Simple as that. But like, and Thing is also my second go-to as well. Like I feel like if my Thor's not going well, I go Thing. You know what I'm saying? If that doesn't go well, then
but my point is you're supposed to have more characters that are as comfortable for you to play as Thor is, so you can actually get value when Thor isn't getting value, because you can't always get value in Thor. You understand that? Like you can't.
Right. I get it. Some compositions, it's hard for me to do what I want to do. Because,
yes. Like, so you need to have something else. It's like a Swiss Army knife. Like it's just a knife if you don't have the option. But you need those options. You don't have them. You're just running it down on Thor, and sometimes it works. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it might not work, right? And we need more stuff. You need maybe a mag. Maybe you need a Venom. I know Venom could work for you, right? You can dive in. I think Venom is pretty easy. Mag is sometimes you have to play mag, right? Like you need to have these characters, right?
But you know what's funny? I would switch. I would switch to a shield tank because my teammates will complain like, oh, you're on Thor. We need a shield tank. And most of the time, I would switch on shield tank like a mag or something, and we would still get shit on. So what's the point? I'd rather me like trying to like get picks in the back line or like just be active and play how I usually play out of body than to play on a shield tank that we're not even gonna follow up on and like we're not even playing together. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like I feel like I'll get on a shield tank and my team is still shit.
Yeah, but from any of the VODs I watched, right, you don't actually ever go on their backline. You're just kind of sitting there in the front, and you're just kind of.
Because like every time I decide to push, my teammates would be scared. Fall back.
But that's not
back.
true. But that's not true.
There will be times. I feel like you ain't watch a video. There would be times, bro. We would be pushing, and like we'll get teamwork, right? And like we let's say we pushing payload. Why are we falling back when we can just hold a choke on them and like make them frustrated and get them rattled? Like people don't.
Yo, I don't know about y'all, but this kid's voice pisses me off. But also, what hurts is that he's blaming anybody but himself. Even though he kept saying, yo, I take accountability. I know when I'm doing bad. But he's constantly picking on his teammates. And plus, you're complaining that, oh, even if I switch to Mag, we're still going to lose. It's called, hey, you would have lost faster if you were Thor. Because what? You were going to go Thor into Punisher Elsa? Punisher Elsa and who other? And who else? Like a freaking Deadpool? No. You're going to get outranged. He sounds like he really likes sports. I can see it. Motherfucker, he's talking to this kid. I believe this kid was trying to blame his teammates for his losses and why he's hard stuck in his rank.
Think like that. They just want to sit back, relax. That's how they force me to play. I don't want to play like that, but they're forcing me to play like that because they don't step up with me. They're not following up with me. They're not calming. They're not like it's more to that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I could fix my gameplay. I could swap. I could.
Hold on. Let me see his team. His team has Invis, Jeff, Thor, Scarlet, Captain America, and Mr. Fantastic. And y'all are fighting Bucky, Iron Man. Hold on. Bucky, Iron Man, Cap, Invis, Rocket, and Strange? As Thor, forget about Iron Man unless he's attacking your hero. Unless he's close. Let Scarlet Witch and Mr. Fantastic handle that. Why would you... Oh, also let's check the bans. Spider-Man, Magic, Gambit. Is Spider-Man that much of an issue? Okay, Dark Bull, let me know if I'm bugging, but like I don't think Spider-Man has ever been an issue for us. Unless it's like one of those Spider-Mans who's just
That gum drink is a gum drink. Oda will be proud. Yeah. Are you getting a one-piece meal? Yeah. That chicken? Stay there. Luffy will be proud. So we gotta do it. She's getting the guy that fried it. Hey, who fried that? Who made that chicken? You made that? Come here, brother. Come here. He made that Luffy fried chicken. Hey, listen, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, man.
You made Luffy proud. You made that Luffy meal proud.
I do.
And I'm proud of you. I'm really proud of you. Because I'm a One Piece fan for 10 years, man.
Yes.
And I've been waiting to try this meal. That was good chicken.
Thank you so much.
Good fried chicken.
Yes.
Taste the gum.
Look, first off, no, I'm not. I'm not thinking about that. Shout out to Speed because thankfully, at least for Speed, we made the right person famous. I can't say that about other people though.
Do my part. I'm not the best. I know I'm not the best either. But these players, man, these players are dog shit. You gotta really see these players, bro.
I've seen these players. I've played against these players, but you are the same as these players. You do realize that you're in the same rank as them.
Yeah, I'm in the same rank, but that don't mean it's my fault. I see y'all top shooters
Whose
lose all the
fault
time.
is okay? Who? How do other players manage to win and climb so easily, but you can't?
What do you mean climb so easy? People not climbing so easy. I just watched this dude, Jeremy. He plays Thor. He lost like 8 times in a row yesterday. What are you
Yeah, but
talking
he's
about?
not playing in your rank. He's playing
He's in
six.
GM. Is that he's in GM? What are you talking about?
You are not GM. You're diamond.
All right, but
Hold on. You're diamond? You're hard stuck diamond? And you're complaining about your teammates? If you don't learn how to play a different character, look, if you're not gonna play Mag, learn how to play Deadpool. Deadpool is a good middle ground of you can get in the action and play back with your team. And you can peel everything. Just learn Deadpool. Tank pool. You'll be good. But like, bro, you're diamond. And then you complain about Jeremy losing? Jeremy's in GM. He is like at least top 2 best Thor players in the world. Because let's be honest, nobody is using Thor like him. Mainly because, bro, it's so hard to play Thor now. Not even that at this point, he just isn't good on Thor. I mean, this is facts. Because just his mindset alone, like, he loses to himself.
I played in GM though. What are you talking about?
You
He
are
got D-ranked yesterday.
Yeah, but your gameplay is definitely not GM, and these games are not GM. Did you watch?
Hold on. When did this come out? This came out 4 days ago. So that means after this game, you deranked from GM to... So all this means is you're in your rank now, buddy. You got no one else to blame. You can blame your teammates all you want. But if you see loss, then of course you had to switch. We all have those.
Watch the games that I watched. Like, are you saying this is GM game? Like, are you saying you're the same level as Jeremy? Is that what you're claiming?
Am I the same level as him? Like gameplay wise?
Yeah. Would you say you're as good as Jeremy?
Rank wise. Yeah, I was spectating his gameplay. I messed with him. He's cool.
Yeah, but would you say you're on the same level? Would you say you're as good as him?
He's on. I saw him. He was on GM2 and GM like 1, which I was on, and he was losing.
Okay, everybody loses sometimes, but you do realize you're lower ranked than him. Your games are way easier. Like, if you put Jeremy in these lobbies, Jeremy would run through the entire enemy team. You do realize that.
But listen to what I'm saying, though, bro. I've been in this rank and I've been out of this rank. In and out of this rank mad times. I've been in Diamond, I've been in GM, I've been in GM2.
Yeah, but why do you think you can't climb past that? What's stopping you?
Matchmaking.
You think it's matchmaking that's stopping you? Why, for example, is Zype able to get... Why is Zype able to get rank 1? Are you saying he's lucky?
You said who got rank 1?
Zype, the player for Team Virtus Pro, the guy that is rank 1.
Every game?
I mean, why don't you play with a friend? He duo queues. You can't stack. You can only duo queue.
That's what I'm saying, though, bro.
Yeah, but why don't you? Why don't you? Yeah, but even if he solo queued, he would still win more than you. There's plenty of...
Did he solo queue that all the way to his rank? I want to know. Did he use anybody of his friends during that whole time?
I'm pretty sure that he does solo queue on one of his accounts to Eternity pretty easily. And also, there's plenty of people that have solo queue to Eternity.
Okay, well, once again, I started playing the game. Like, I started picking it back up. Is what it is. I'm in GM right now. My GM peak was
yeah,
GM1.
but you do realize the quickest way for you to improve is to actually realize that you're not that good at the game and be self-critical. You are currently you're blaming you are saying that no. Here's the thing, you do say that, but you don't believe it because you still believe that matchmaking is holding you back, but it's not true. Matchmaking is not holding you back. You are holding yourself back. You do realize that. You can't hold both positions. Because you're saying you're self-critical, but yet you refuse to accept that you are not the best player, and you keep blaming matchmaking, which is just not true. From the gameplay I watched, the losses you had, those were on you. Like, you were genuinely playing horrid in those games, and you could have made those losses into wins and climbed. Just maintaining.
Hell no, I could have not made that loss into a win. Hell no, I could have made that loss to a win. My team is garbage. You not understand that?
Did you not watch the replay
I
on?
want you to
Did
play.
you?
I want you to play controller on my lobbies and see. And I want you to see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know you're probably a high ranked player. You're a pro. You're this and all that stuff. But I don't know, bro. I want you to see how it feels when you have a team full of throwers and shitters and weak mentality players when they get 3-0 on the spot. Like, say we're pushing payload and they get 3-0, they literally throw the game just because we got 3-0. Like, instead of trying to win or fix the team cover or something like that. You don't play with teammates like that. You play with big streamers and you know what I'm saying, people who actually want to win, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not playing with people like that. I'm playing with bums.
Yes, I'm gonna give you the very harsh truth here that you don't want to hear, but that's you. You do realize that you are the one that refuses to swap, and you're the one that refuses to adapt, and you're the one that doesn't listen to the team, and you're the one with majority of your losses with the lowest amount of damage. Like, it is just you. Like, I know it hurts. It is you. I know it hurts. I know it hurts to hear, but the step to self-improvement.
No one wants to do it all. You're not.
Okay, give me an example right now. Give me an example. Let me see it right now. Let me show me what you're talking about. What you want to see? Yeah, exactly what you're talking about. Let me this. Yeah, what you're talking about. Let me see it on stream.
Let me look through my games.
Let
me see.
Let me see exactly how is your team throwing.
Why don't you look at that game when I did that bad ult when nobody was pushing up?
Okay, let's do that. Let me see.
I can explain everything to you.
Oh, hell. Yo, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 losses in a row? You went from GM3 to Diamond 1, bro. I'm gonna be honest, if it was me, if it was y'all with me, we would stop playing after we hit GM3. We're not losing any more points. Oh my god. 14-minute game, an 8-minute game. 9 and 10, 21 and 9. It's like, oh yay, you're getting kills, but it looks like you're really not doing much. Her DC Slander, yo, Candido. Yo, you know what? Let me know something. Let me know something for the DC side of things, okay? What is a movie you want to see James Gunn do? When it comes to DC, what is a movie you would want to see? Me, I'm gonna be real. We have to establish a character that can get movies that makes a bunch of money. Because for Marvel, it's Spider-Man. DC needs a Spider-Man. And I guess you could say it's Batman. The Superman movie did good. I just want to see Static Shock. Okay? I feel like Static Shock would be the movie to do. But you watched this, Candido? Yeah, I'm just reacting. I haven't watched all of it.
You didn't even know that. I mean, my teammates switched the cap and did nothing. You ain't talking about you ain't talk about my teammates not one time, by the way. You just talked about me. Like,
yeah, because we're VOD reviewing you because your teammates don't matter. They just don't matter.
I'm telling you like how bad my teammates are. Like,
you keep focusing your teammates, but you never improve by doing that.
They're bad.
Okay, Candido, just know these are the people that are in our lobbies. These are the people who like to push the narrative of, hey, my teammates are the reason I'm stuck where I'm at. Dark, these are the people who we have to queue with. because he is not taking accountability, and he's not realizing that no matter how good you are, you gotta know when to switch. He plays Thor, and the thing is, he's not even playing Thor good. That's the crazy part.
You're also bad. You're also ass.
Something when they're bad.
You're also
Like,
ass.
and
They're
sometimes
saying the
I'm
same
bad,
thing
I want
about
somebody
you.
better than me.
They're saying the same things about you.
All right, bro.
Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look real quick. So the bands we got are Loki, Cloak and Dagger, and Elsa. Bucky, Groot, Elsa. Okay. Now, okay, looking. That's facts, bull. That's facts. I'm glad you both are chilling. Part 1 for this video. Oh, I watched part 1 by myself, bro. I've never laughed so hard. Now let's look at this real quick. Where is your damage? Hold on. Thor is one of the easiest characters, tank-wise, to get damage on. How do you have 4K? And only one final hit? Of all the tanks, Thor is the one that can capitalize on getting kills. Like, for example, you should at least have as much as Strange. That's crazy. And also, you decided to play Thor into a squirrel girl? Hey, Candido, same here, brother. I think all of us would have cussed this kid out, bro. Granted, he would definitely be a test to my patience. Cause oh gosh, I would start losing it. Now, here's where he lost off for it, though. The reason why he's doing bad is his name is Rei Uchiha. Off rip, he's an Uchiha fanboy. So you already knew some fuck shit was gonna happen. But then to go 5-7 with one final hit with 4K damage on Thor, how is it? Tell me. Look at this real quick. Invis and Gambit have more damage than him. Invis has 6,636 damage. And Gambit has literally 4K plus 1 damage compared to him, bro. He sounds like he loves Boruto. He must have, bro. Now, I'm curious about this ultimate.
I'm trying to say yes. Yes, because that's how you actually improve. That's how you improve.
That's your opinion.
That's not
I
my.
don't agree all the time. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm the problem all the time. Sometimes I am the problem. Maybe I could be the problem, but most of the times I'm playing, I'm not the problem, and that's not an ego thing. Maybe that sounds like ego to you or to your chat or whatever.
No, that is ego. That is ego. That's the definition.
It is though. Like that's the thing. If you were actually,
I have games where I carry my games.
If you were actually good, you wouldn't be losing these games. You realize that? Like these games are.
Whatever the case may be, but that's just not how it works.
It is though. Like that's the thing. If you were actually,
I have games where I carry my games.
If you were
Okay, off rip, I can already tell the bullshittery that's happening. Look at the position. The enemy Thor is right here. I mean, actually, this is him. This is him. These are the enemies because Squirrel Girl was on the enemy team. So right here, this is where you are. This is where your teammates are. You are straight in the middle where everybody on the enemy team can look at you and shoot you. What in the world is this positioning? Because, bro, I knew something was wrong. Because when I saw this, I'm like, hold on. Isn't that him? Because I'm like, wait, this can't be him. Because Mag's on his team.
It is though. Like that's the thing. If you were actually,
like, bro, why would you put yourself in this position? And that means Squirrel Girl over here, or whoever's right next to Squirrel Girl. Who is that?
if you were actually,
Okay, so that means either actually, no. Squirrel Girl just ulted, and Invis has her ult. You put yourself in this position, and you're backing up and blaming your teammates instead of at least typing "group up, let's push." This is
good,
crazy. Actually,
you wouldn't be losing these games. You realize that? Like these games are like the way the enemy team is playing. They're playing so badly. If you understood the game or thought about the game a little bit, you would be punishing them. I'm trying to find the game. Give me a sec. Like these games are like the way the enemy team is playing. They're playing so badly. If you understood the game or thought about the game a little bit, you would be punishing them. I'm trying to find the game.
y'all see this? So, who in the world banned Iron Fist? Iron Fist? And also, why is it that one of the healers switched to Doctor Strange and automatically got better stats than you? Oh, yay, you got one final hit, but hey, I'm just going to let you know, another healer out-damaged you. The DPS out-damaged you. Unbelievable, bro. Did your teammates do bad? I mean, yeah. Kinda. But you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is if the enemy team is just better. Wait, hold on. They have a Penny? And you went Thor? Okay. And is that a... Yeah, that's a Psylocke. And a Bucky. My goodness.
Give me a sec.
Hey, look play.
Bro. I just want to know the thought process.
I don't know why your chat acting like they don't have a bad game. Nobody ever had a shit game and they
But the thing is, main difference here is that you keep blaming others. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you in any other way, but like your whole focus is just the teammates. Like it's just not your teammates, it's you. Like I know you're not gonna. I'm trying to find the replay with the ult. And that's what I'm trying to find.
Oh, this is the game?
No, it's not. But like, you can't keep blaming everybody but yourself. You're never actually gonna learn, brother.
Yo, what is with the Iron Fist bans? Okay, 0 final hits on Thor is crazy. 0 final hits? That's okay. Meanwhile, the enemy Thor does leagues better. But yet, yeah, it's your teammate's fault, you say.
Look at that though, 11-3. How's that my fault?
Look at your damage. You're playing Thor. You keep farming stats. You have 0 final kills and 7.
Are you looking at the lucky though? Can you look at the 16 finals and the 10 and look at my DBS compared to that? Can we talk about the DBS diff? Can you talk about the clips 10 and 8 BP?
Okay, look at the game I'm looking at right now. Their Thor has 11.
No,
Wait. Shut up for a second. Look at their Thor. 24 in 5. You were 8 and 2 with 0 finals and 7k damage, and he has 11k.
Yeah, because his team is better.
No, it's not. It's because he's better.
If his team is well coordinated and they actually walk and know how to heal and use their ult to actually have a brain, you know, obviously they're gonna have better stats than me. What the hell?
Brother, that's not true. You were playing bad.
I mean, can we see the full stat? I can't even see the full stats. You're showing like half of it, bro. I don't see the healing. I don't see none of that. Look, we got healed this. What are you talking about?
Brother, you have 0 final hits.
How am I gonna get a final hit when my heals aren't healing?
How is your tank getting...
I knew something was wrong. Because I'm like, hold on. What's his accuracy? Bro, he's got 12 accuracy. 12? Who you trying to hit, Casper? No wonder you got 0 final hits, bruh. Your accuracy is 12. That's astonishing. I've never seen a Thor with less than 20% accuracy. Even my Thor doesn't even get that low. Which I can now say because I've been practicing. How do you get 12% accuracy on a melee character? That's like... Oh my god. Hold on, the enemy Thor got 24% accuracy. What did I just say? I've never seen a Thor with under 20% accuracy. 12? And you want to say, oh, it's a heal diff. It's an aim diff, apparently. This is... Wow. Wait, this means that every single game, you're just playing Thor, and you're not caring about missing your opponent. You just care about if you get an elimination. So, that means you're just farming stats, and you really don't care about the game. Because you have the mindset of, oh, my teammates are going to do bad, so why should I care? I think you should learn a different character, Bucko. Learn a different character.
Seven final hits. I was Strange with 7, you're with 0.
Strange is good. His bop is he's nice. Strange only good, but he got
How is your Namor?
He fed. So what's the point?
Brother, you didn't contribute to anything that game. Of course you're not gonna feed.
But I didn't feed.
Yeah, but we're not playing a MOBA though. Like, it doesn't matter if you have more deaths or less deaths. Like, you do need to do something that game.
You're feeding ult charge, you're giving up point, you're dying. Like, what do you mean?
You need to.
What does C9 mean by the way? I thought C9 meant when the whole team dies. What does C9 mean? None of that. Look, we got healed this. What are you talking about?
Brother, you have 0 final hits.
How am I gonna get a final hit when my heals aren't healing?
How is your tank getting 7 final hits? Or how is your Strange with 7, you're with 0?
Strange is good. His bop is he's nice. Strange only good, but he got
How is your Namor?
He fed. So what's the point?
Brother, you didn't contribute to anything that game. Of course you're not gonna feed.
But I didn't feed. Everybody got more deaths.
We're
than me. I
not
did
playing.
feed
We're
you.
not playing a MOBA though. Like it doesn't matter if you have more deaths or less deaths. Like you do need to
I
do
feel like
something
it
that
like,
game.
You're feeding ult charge. You're giving up point. You dying. Like, what do you mean?
You need
What
to.
does C9 mean by the way? I thought C9 meant. I thought C9 meant when the whole team dies. What does C9?
Ain't no way. He said C9 is when. You're diamond. You're diamond rank and you don't know what C9 means? Okay, the only way I could give you benefit of the doubt is if you never heard nor played Overwatch. Hopefully, that's the only way. I know Boger is about to laugh. There's no way he's not.
Your chat was flaming me.
C9 is when you give up the point and you let them cap for free. Like when you're about to win the no, that's not C9.
We give a point, don't
That's not a C9, brother. It's when it's 1999.
I'm not good with that lingo shit. Whatever.
My power grows.
Alright, so
Yeah.
so
I need to know why in the world he thought, oh, let me dash right here and ult. Instead of, oh, let me dash towards the enemies and ult. What are you doing? This is a wasted ult if I've ever seen one. Oh my god. I need to know his thought process. Let me hear some.
So that's a little. Mind you, can we go back a little bit more, Like, before the ult even happens. Can we go back a little bit more? Because I'm talking to my teammates, by the way. I'm in the mic. I'm calming. I'm saying stuff. I'm just quiet, LARPing on Thor or something. No, bro. I'm trying to win.
Okay.
So that's a little. Mind you, can we go back a little bit more, Like, before the ult even happens. Can we go back a little bit more? Because I'm talking to my teammates, by the way. I'm in the mic. I'm calming. I'm saying stuff. I'm just quiet.
Why did you just waste bubble? Why'd you just waste your lightning bubble? What was the purpose of using this? And then holding down the trigger? Like what are you doing? You trying to swat a fly? Was it taken over by Scipio? Because you have no reason to use those two abilities. Zero reason.
LARPing on Thor or something. No, bro. I'm trying to win.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm pinging, basically telling my team to walk up and use ult. I'm in my invis ear, basically telling her, can you please use ult?
You're telling your invis to waste her ult on you making a dumb play. You can't make this up. You actually can't. You want invis to burn an ult because you're making a dumb play. Yes, tomorrow we are locked in. Tomorrow we are locked in. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at that.
I can't believe that. I've never seen an ult this stupid. What purpose? Like, the only real value you're getting from this is,
Oh, you're destroying Namor's clone, Namor's squids. But you're still taking. They can just look up and shoot you, my guy. Or they'll just wait until your dumbass gets on the floor and then CC you to death.
Right now, and she doesn't. She refuses to do it, and she doesn't do it. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna own myself. That's still a bad play, regardless. Hindsight, I shouldn't have done that. You're right. This is a bad play. I at least took out the squids because I know my team doesn't take out squids. Like, for some reason, they look at squids, they don't take them out. I say it all the time.
Wait, so you saw the squids before you ulted and said, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the squids with my ult? Go in the Thor Force, shoot those, dash into the enemy team, and then ult. So at least you got rid of two things that could do damage to you. You push up, you make space by making the enemies back up, and then capitalize on one of the kills. I cannot believe that. I've never seen a Thor use his ult just to destroy some squids. Did you forget you're the god of thunder? Why are you afraid of some squid? Afraid of some sushi. I can't believe this.
Like, don't do it. That's another little thing that you don't, you know what I'm saying? Little side note, but I took the squids, but like this is still a bad play regardless. You know what I'm saying? Still a bad play regardless. But the reason why I did this once again because my invis does not ult. That's why I did that.
So you ulted nothing because your team just got to the point. Like, you do realize you're rushing into this. You have 10 more seconds. So each percent, I'm pretty sure, is like 1 second.
The enemy invis. You see the enemy invis right down there, right next to the rocket revive. And he wants his invis to use ult. That would have been such a bad play if she actually listened to him. Because really think about it. Thor would have slammed down because he wouldn't get 0 value. She pops her ult, and then a few minutes later, you hear disappear, and the enemy team just kills them all. Bro, shut up. I'm not scared of squids. It was just that one time. The squid grabbed my ponytail at a Korean barbecue restaurant. My God.
You don't have to rush in with, like, you're being overly anxious. You're being overly anxious, and you're rushing into the point, wasting your ult, and then blaming your team when you're the tank. You're supposed to be the first there. Like, you just got to the point. Like, you can take a breather. Like, you don't have to send it with your ult because you're frustrated. And like this game, if anything, I would be frustrated.
Yeah, I'd be frustrated too. You're the only person that hasn't died on the team. And how do you have 16 accuracy here? How does it go from 16 to 12 accuracy? What? This is crazy.
Like, about you not going in and trying to create space. Like, look at their Thor right now. Their Thor is
that's what I was trying to do with the ult. Create
yeah,
tension,
but your
create
ult
space.
isn't how are you creating like, think about it. How are you creating space with this ult? Like, what is it's doing nothing. It's literally doing nothing. It's meaningless. Like, you're not on their, like, you would create space if you went into their rocket, press your E and then ulted, right? Or try to
Call all hands to man the capstan. See the cable run down clear. Heave away, and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer. And we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale, like a bird's wide outstretched pinions spreads on high each swelling sail, and the wild waves cleft behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles before, ancient ocean heaves to waft us to the well-remembered shore. Cheer up, Jack, bright smiles await you from the fairest of the fair, and her loving eyes will greet you with kind welcomes everywhere. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Call all hands to man the capstan, see the cable run down clear, heave away, and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer, and we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale, like a bird's wide outstretched pinions spreads on high each swelling sail, and the wild waves cleft behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Many thousand miles behind us, many thousand miles before, ancient ocean heaves to waft us to the well-remembered shore. Cheer up, Jack, bright smiles await you from the fairest of the fair, and her loving eyes will greet you with kind welcomes everywhere. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Call all hands to man the capstan, see the cable run down clear, heave away, and with the will, boys, for Tortuga we will steer, and we'll sing in joyful chorus in the watches of the night, and we'll sight shores of Tortuga when the grey dawn brings the light. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee. Up aloft amid the rigging blows the loud exulting gale, like a bird's wide outstretched pinions spreads on high each swelling sail, and the wild waves cleft behind us seem to murmur as they flow. There are loving hearts that wait you in the land to which you go. Rolling home, rolling home, rolling home across the sea, rolling home to dear Tortuga, rolling home, dear land, to thee.
Do
I
something.
should have probably did that first, but
But
my whole
but
point. I'm gonna tell you my thought process. My whole thing was to like create enough attention so everybody could just get on the point. Cause like it was so bad, everybody was so scared to even walk up, bro. So I'm like, you know what? I just gotta waste my.
But they're scared to. They're scared to walk up because you
all.
aren't walking up either. Like you're not doing anything.
What do you mean I'm scared to walk up? I'm in front of everybody. Why is nobody walking up? How am I
You
afraid
are
to walk up?
in
I'm
front
the
of
whole team.
everybody, but you're not actually in front of anyone on their team. Their Thor is currently gonna dive your team. Their Strange doesn't care about you. Their supports are healing for free. Their Namor is looking at your team, and their Psylocke is also free. You're not creating any space. Just running into the point and outing doesn't mean you're tanking. You're just sending it. When you go down to the ground, your team is already being engaged on. Like they're already being pushed. Like it doesn't do anything. You can take a breather, you can set up and dive their supports. You dive their supports, you press your E, not E, you play on console, your little effect where it slows them and grounds them. But you do that, you ult, and then they have to turn around. When they turn around, they need to shoot you. Their Strange is going to look at you. Their supports are going to look at you. This means your team finally has space. And the space is the fact that they're looking at you and you're shooting at them and they're shooting at you. And then your team is taking less damage and they're more free to walk. Their Thor is going to go in, but you're already on their support. So their Thor is more likely than not to die, right? And you can also get some kills. Even if one of your supports dies, if you're good enough, you're going to trade that and you're going to get some kills as well. You're just rushing to point. You're being frustrated with your team over nothing when you are having a subpar performance too. And you are being frustrated and they're not pushing in when you are the tank. You're not doing anything. You're rushing in with your ult and you're explaining yourself as if this ult is good. It's not. It's just a bad ult. I know. No. But that's the thing. You keep saying it's a bad ult, but you keep blaming your team. But like you have to look deeper and understand that, hey, brother, I am throwing the game right now. This is bad because I'm putting blame on my teammates. Like you need to chill, bro. You need to understand. No. Cut that crap out. Cut that crap out. Cut that. Now, just ignore that shit, brother.
But no, brother. I'm gonna be doing brain dead. Brother, leave me to do that because. Like,
but here's the thing.
It was not walking. It was so hard just for us to walk, bro.
You're saying that because your teammates are bad, you're going to make brain dead decisions? Okay. Gotcha. This is not a good representation of consoles, by the way. This is not a good representation. This is sending us back a couple years.
Understanding.
You don't listen to me. That's the thing. You just don't listen to me.
I heard what you said. You said this is a bad. I should have went to the back line and all that stuff. I get it. Yeah, this is my fault. That's my fault. I get it.
No, but you always go back. You always go back to blaming your teammates. But you need to understand that you need to do.
That's the whole, bro. I promise you, I would not be in a situation if we would have walked, bro. I just wanted to walk.
But you just got to the point, brother. You just got to the point. Like you just walked. Like you had your team had no. Also, look at your Strange and the.
You know what? He could have actually walked by going this way. I don't know if a large amount of the community knows this, but there is a walkway that leads downstairs to where the invis was. If they walked down this way, killed the invis first, and then jumped everybody, that would have been an easy win. Like literally would have been an easy win for them. But you know what he decides to do? Hey, I'm going to use bubble. I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to ult in the open. But my teammates have to push when I ult. Man, nobody's going to push with you.
More they just respawn.
The cap didn't even push with you.
Chill a bit. You are rushing.
That's the thing. No one is comment though. No one says anything. I'm the only one in the mic, bro.
Brother,
I'm the only one in the mic.
You don't need to be on the mic, bro. You can just play the game. You can win these games so you understand how bad the enemy team is. You can win this by being better than them. Like, you are so obsessed with your team performing like they're pros, and you expect so much of them. You're always disappointed, and then you always get infuriated and play bad. You need to cut that shit out and just focus on yourself and on your game. And now you're going to say, yeah, but I am. But you are not. Every time I criticize you, all you're saying is that your team is throwing. Not a single loss that I have shown you, not a single game that I have shown you, you've been, yeah, maybe you're right, it's my fault. Every single time you're blaming, no, let me finish. Every single time you're blaming somebody else, right? And that's just stupid because it's not somebody else. Everybody has bad games. Everyone has them. Me, Necros, fucking Kaiji, Zaipe, whoever you watch, everybody gets bad games, and that's okay, right? And it happens, but it's about looking at those losing positions and turning them into winning positions. That's where the wins come from. Bad teammates exist at every rank, but you have to understand that these people in your rank are so horrible, you can just punish them. You need to stop obsessing over your teammates. It's just, you're never, ever gonna improve if you keep looking at your team. And if you hate your teammates this much, you have to understand, if you genuinely believe that your supports are bad, if you genuinely believe that every game is a team diff, play with your friends, bro. Play with your friends. Just play with somebody you trust and try to climb together. Somebody you have hope in, somebody you have trust in. You can't blame people all the time, because if it was truly RNG, if it was truly random, if it was truly matchmaking, there wouldn't be 100 million creators that have had 100% win rate or 90% win rate up to Celestial or Eternity solo queue, because it's not.
Who got 100%? Who got
There's
100% win rate?
there's plenty. There's plenty of people that climb to Eternity or Celestial with barely losing any games. Because it's not matchmaking. There's always a way to win. Sometimes you have levers, sometimes you have throws, and I know you're not as good as them, but the point is to slowly but surely move and improve so you can actually eventually get as good as them. You need to understand what they're doing to win those games and implement that in your games, but you're not. Right now, every single loss you have, you blame somebody else. Every single time that something bad happens, you blame somebody else. Whenever there's a win, you think you're the GOAT. But even the wins I've seen, you still had the least amount of damage and you weren't even the one carrying. You need to actually look deep inside of you and understand that, hey, maybe I'm subpar, and you keep saying you are, but you're not actually believing that. You keep blaming other people. This ult was horrendous. And as a matter of fact, if you had a good ult here, because if you had a good ult and you went in and you killed their supports, or maybe killed their res beacon, then killed their supports, you could have won this point, capped this point, and then maybe you could have won the round. And that could have like snowballed you into a win of this entire map. Every play matters. Every mistake matters. It's not just, oh, I'm going to hope my team carries me. You need to be the carry, brother. And if
that's not how I'm thinking, bro.
That's a wrong way of thinking about this, because you're playing ranked and you want to play solo queue. Therefore, you need to accept that you need to be the playmaker. If you are adamant, but you are not. No.
This play wasn't a good playmaker.
No,
I get it.
You haven't.
This is me attempting to try to make a play, bro. Because my team would walk or make plays for themselves. I have to do something for them to walk, to use their brains.
You don't listen to me, brother. You keep blaming. You keep blaming your teammates. It's just hopeless. Like, you do realize it's just hopeless. I explained to you.
When it is the teammates, then what's the problem? What about teammates going like 0 for 9 or some shit, or over 10? What you gonna say?
What about when you go? What about when you go negative and you have 6k damage? Look at this example. Wait. Look at this example. You go negative and you have a bad game. You go like 5-7, 5-9, least amount of damage. It's your support's fault. When your teammate goes negative, it's their fault. Like, how does that work?
What do you mean when your teammates go negative? When they go negative, they go negative.
No, but when you go negative, why is it your support's fault, your DPS fault, your other tank fault? But whenever somebody else, wait. But whenever it's somebody else that goes negative, it's their fault. Do you see what I'm getting at?
Because it do be their fault.
But it's in both cases. Yesterday. But why is it not your fault when you are negative?
What do you mean why it's not fault when I'm negative?
So imagine.
If I'm negative, I'm negative.
No, but you're saying no. You just said it's your support's fault and your DPS fault that you're negative.
It is, because we're not pushing.
But you just said also that it's your fault. So whose fault is it?
Oh, it's everybody's fault at this point.
But you do realize you're not helping the team by being negative, right? You are the exact guy you're complaining about right now.
I'm the only one being negative, though. Am I the only one negative?
At some games you are.
Is it just me?
Some games you're just playing really bad. Yeah. Like, look at this game right here. Let me press tab here and look at these stats here on you. You are 0 final blows, 7k damage. You are the only person who has no final blows except your Rocket Raccoon. That's you. That's on you, no? You're the only person with 0 final blows except your Rocket Raccoon.
But look at the heals though.
I don't. Who cares about 2,000 more heals or 3,000? Yeah, but you're blaming somebody else. Like, if you imagine you are in this team, you imagine you're the Strange, and you have this Thor with 0 final blows, you would blame him.
Why is that BP 10-7 though?
You are 0 final blows, but he has 2 kills. As a matter of fact, I find it really funny that you have only 1,000 more damage than the BP when you're on Thor.
Hold on. Why does this BP have more damage block than Thor? Oh, nah. You see, Boger is a better person than me. I would have been like, oh, but what about the BP, though? He only has 5k damage. He's a BP. His goal is to get quick damage in and get kills. What's your excuse? How is it you got 0 final hits, you got 7k damage, and your accuracy is 12? You're blaming a BP that has more kills than you, has actual final hits, and for some reason has more damage block than a tank. How is a BP? How in the world is a BP blocking more damage than you? What are you doing, bruh? And before you say, oh, it's the healer's fault, healer diff. Well, how about you aim? You can aim in a straight line, right? Can you track somebody? You are in Diamond, bro. You are in Diamond that just got out of GM. You can track someone. Like, everything that you're saying, everything that you think you're doing good at is invalid because right here, this is all I need to see. You have 12% accuracy. You want to blame everybody? You want to blame everybody, but yet you can't even see how bad you are. Look in a mirror and realize that you have 12% accuracy. 12% accuracy? Thor is the easiest, one of the easiest tanks to get final hits with. Because he does a lot of burst damage quick. His combos lead to final hits. Bro. Because I'm gonna say this. You should at least have damage block that is on the same level as the enemy Thor. If you say you're doing as good as you think you are, your damage block should be on the same level as that Thor. And also, I'm calling out your Strange too. Because what is that damage block? This, though, I have to give it to the Strange, because even though his damage block is shit, at least he's doing more damage than you. And before you say, oh, the BP's not doing damage, that's because the BP's getting kills. That's why BP and Spider-Man don't have a lot of damage to them, because they're kill specific characters. They focus on kills rather than getting a lot of damage. Namor is a character that focuses on getting a lot of damage, so him having that ratio is good. 51% accuracy, great. And say what you want about your healers, but realize that they have a whole Psylocke that is farming them. Not just a Psylocke, but also a Thor that constantly gets in, and a Namor. Which means, off rip, your healers are going to die more because there's no defense against these monsters on the other team. Yeah, the thing is, Strange had to stop blocking damage just for him to do more damage. The fact that he has more damage than this Thor is crazy. Thor is one of the easiest characters to get damage on.
Okay. I don't know how it's funny, but
It's funny because Thor does a lot of damage, and BP is supposed to just get kills. And you have no kills and no damage.
I'm trying to do though, bro? You act like I'm just sitting in the back hiding the whole time.
Also, I do. Also, the BP has more damage blocked than you, and you're on tank.
Because I'm not. Because he's feeding. He's literally feeding. Of course, I get more damage.
But you're not doing anything either. Your stats are showing, and your gameplay is showing that you're not actually doing anything this game. You're just AFKing most of the time, saving your stats.
You can't do anything, bro.
But like, that's the thing. You're not even trying to do anything. And then no. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. But here's the thing. We're going back now. If we like turn time back right now, this is exactly the example I was talking about. When you are performing badly, because these stats are just horrible, you're blaming everybody else. But when somebody else is having bad stats, you blame them. So how does that work? Why is this game not your fault?
If their stats is just as bad as mine, what you think? What you think is the reason why?
But you have the worst stats in your team.
I don't have the worst stats. I didn't feed.
You didn't do anything either. Like it's -1 player. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, if I sit AFK and spawn, I'm gonna have no deaths either. But it doesn't mean I can't.
Say AFK and spawn.
You basically did. You basically did.
Legit,
with 7, why is there like the thing is you have 7k damage. Their Thor has 11k damage. The thing is, I would prefer to have 10 deaths on Thor with 14k damage than have a Thor with 7k damage that hasn't done anything.
Because I know I'm not gonna push a situation where I know I'm not gonna get.
But you don't push any situation. You don't push anything.
I thought it was front line. I thought I'm supposed to be in the front. Tanking.
You don't. The thing is, you kept explaining to me how you play aggressively and you go into the back line, but you don't do that. All you do is. But how do you have 0 final hits then?
If I can't go to the back line, I'm not getting healed.
How do you have 0 final hits then?
I'm not getting healed, bro. I just told you like 10 times.
Your supports have basically the same healing as them.
Not basically. Yeah, 15k and they got 11.
Yeah, but you have way less damage and no final hits, so how is it not your fault?
Oh, if you're watching the game, we're mad uncoordinated. Like, we don't push together, we don't use our ult good. Like, it's just bad game.
Like, the thing is, at no point do you actually try to go on their supports. Like, you're just sitting here and you're doing nothing. They're not peeling anything. They're not doing anything. They're not peeling. They're not peeling. They're not. Why do you not go to the back line?
Because my healer's not following up. My DPS is not following up.
You're full HP. You're full HP.
You mean I'm full HP? I'm watching. Oh, let me see.
You're full HP the entire fight. You didn't take any damage.
Play the video. Keep going.
You're full HP. What are you doing? Where's the back line that you're chasing right now?
I was just fighting just now.
You're full HP. You're full HP. You're full HP. You're full HP. You're still full.
I'm fighting. Look! I got the strange one shot.
What? That's not the backline. You're not shooting the backline though.
But I'm still killing somebody though. The tank is literally one shot.
You are full HP and you're not pushing them right now to get the kills.
Candido, Bull, Dark Shinobi. I just want you to know. Look, you know those times where Dark, Jay, and Bull have said, "Hey, if you're not on tank, we're gonna have to tank that throws." And then I'm like, "No, you gotta have faith in them." And then these are the tanks that get in that make y'all crash out on me. And for that, I'm sorry. Because I swear... Hold on. I've been turned down the music. I'm going to play it back as slow as possible. Because I swear I did not just see a nigga use Awakening Rune just to shoot in a straight line. I know I'm not bugging. I know I'm not bugging.
How in the world does he not have a single? Told you, bruh. No. Let me see this. No way! He just shot in a straight line. Oh my god. Dark, these are the people that you've been talking about? Bro, no wonder you have 12% accuracy. You're gonna blame your healers. You're gonna blame everybody else on your team. When you use Awakening Rune to shoot in a streak. I can't believe this. I can't. Oh my god.
You know what, Dark? I'm sorry. I didn't realize these were the players that you were talking about. These were the players you're talking about. And I know we all make these jokes about me being a tank main, like, oh, I'm stuck in tank hell. But knowing that we could either have a trash tank or just deal with me who can solo and do duo tanks, I'm sorry. Because this is unbelievable.
Get the kills.
I literally, bro, what are you talking about? I literally just tried to push Strange. You not see that?
Okay, but that's not the backline. You keep saying you're pushing the backline.
All right, I'm not gonna push the backline every time. I'm gonna focus.
But the entire fight, you complain about bad heals, but the entire fight, you were full HP.
Okay. That fight I was full HP. What's the problem?
Yeah, but my point is...
Can we actually look on how we all died?
Okay, but what are you doing this fight? Like, but here's the thing, you don't understand. You're not doing anything, and you're just letting them push in, which allows them to push into your support.
I'm not doing anything when I got this Strange one shot, bro. What are you talking about?
You're still thinking about last fight because you're so egocentric. You still believe that one fight it determines the entire game. I'm thinking, yes, it's ego because we're talking about the next fight.
You told me to push and all that stuff. So what you want me to do? You want me to front line?
You're still thinking about last fight. We moved on. We're talking about the next fight.
If we ever got roll queue, we're gonna be stuck with these
tanks. Yeah, but what are you doing here?
Yeah, Candido, we cannot let that happen.
Not doing anything.
I ain't playing.
Look. You are behind your supports. You're behind your supports.
What do you mean? Where I'm at? Go
That's you. You're behind your entire team.
That's their ultimate though. They have a healing ult.
But
what am I gonna do?
You can shoot it. You can shoot it.
Hold on. You're still full HP. That whole time you ran back and you were still full HP. And you let the enemy just push like that, bro? This is crazy. Rocket just used his ult, which means this Namor is about to get a 2-piece. And you live it, but yet you blame your teammates for dying.
It breaks super fast.
Namor, I had no hammers. Right there. Literally had no hammers. I remember watching this gameplay. I had no hammers right there.
Brother, you can just break the ultimate.
Bro, how am I gonna break the ultimate?
You just shoot it. You can, you also say you calm a lot, so why don't you just tell your team to break it? Also, you can farm your hammers by hitting somebody. You just hit somebody, right-click them, you get your hammers. Look at this. If you help your team shoot this, you break this.
In a whole healing ult. Why would I go try to risk that? Why would I go try to break the beacon?
Because you're the tank. Because that's what you do. Are you gonna argue with me? I'm a tank player. You break that beacon.
No, so I have to break that beacon then?
Yes.
Even if I die?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that then. I'll take it.
You break that beacon because then your team dies and then you complain that your team died. If anyone is supposed to tank the damage and break the beacon, it's you. Also, you do so much damage that beacon should be dead in no time.
Alright. I'll take that.
But instead you fall back and then you fall back behind your team Look at the beacon. Look at it. Look at how much HP it has. Do you think? No, but do you think think about it? Do you think that maybe if you shot this beacon would have broken, and then your team wouldn't have died? Because look at the HP it's at.
Yeah, that's on me. I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll take accountability.
Okay. Good.
The enemy is here. I am barely wounded.
Here's the thing. You are just running around and throwing yourself around here, and you're not actually doing anything.
Not gonna lie. I thought there was another squid over there, so I tried to take it out, but I messed up. That's me.
Okay. But majority of the fights, when I watch you, you're just full HP and you're not doing anything. You need to spend your HP to do something, right? You look at how aggressive that Thor is. Look at, he's always inside your team. He's always doing something. You can get away with the same thing. You can be inside their team. You can walk right side, right here. You can walk behind them and go on their supports and then try to kill them. They're all gonna turn on you, which means their Namor is not doing damage. Their Psylocke is not doing damage. Their Invis is not healing. Their Rock is not healing. And then when you get low HP, you can just fly up to the high ground over here and then run away from them. That creates space for your team to walk up. That's how you create space. Okay, that's how it. Instead, you spent 5 or 10 seconds just zooming around here and flying, and you're not doing anything. Look how aggressive their 4 is. Look at the res beacon here. If you had a little bit more game sense and paid attention to the map instead of just getting frustrated with everything, you kill this beacon. Why is that important? Because if you kill the beacon, they lose one person. It's a kill because they can't get res. You need to think about these things. These things matter. Every single thing matters, right? So the way you play this is you're not doing anything right now, right? You have wasted so much time doing nothing that you allowed their Strange to push in, you allowed their Thor to push in, and you got nothing away from it. You need to do something. These people wouldn't be able to push in so freely if you were shooting their supports and their DPS. But instead, you have done nothing in the last 10 seconds, right? Your team has pushed in. You guys have tried to capture a point, but you are not actually capitalizing on what's happening, and you're not actually trying to do anything. But their Thor and Strange are creating space. They're proactive. You're just reactive. You're not actively looking for plays. You're not actively trying to carry the game, which is what you're supposed to do when you're playing solo queue. Even at this point, when your team, if you killed this res beacon, by the way, their invisible woman would have been dead, not res, means only Rocket alive, and you could have done something. But instead, you instantly fall back from the fight. You didn't feed, yes, but you didn't do anything. The entire fight, you were full HP. And yes, that's what I mean. Oh, you didn't feed, but you also didn't do anything. And you can see it from your damage. You can see it from your final hits. At no point are you actively trying to do something. You're just trying to pad your stats, as we're saying, and you are not doing it. I'd rather have you with 20 deaths, but 20k damage, and you carry the game, than you having 2 deaths and 5k damage. There's one guy, Suppress, maybe you know him, the Punisher player. He wins games by having 40 deaths. And how does he win games? Because every time he dies, he gets a kill or 2. Because he's aggressive and he's proactive. But you don't do anything. You don't look for anything. You're just blaming others, and you're just looking for an excuse, because that's the easiest way to do things. But you need to stop looking for excuses and look at yourself and understand, hey, brother, maybe I need to do something, right? You need to stop excusing your bad gameplay. This is one of many losses where it is genuinely your fault. And at this point, I bet you're getting frustrated with your team because you're creating a narrative in your head.
Yeah, I was basically
and the moment you get frustrated, you start playing worse and worse.
See, right there. If you pause right there, bro. I want you to know what my head process is going on. When I wanted to
I watch it more after this.
I'm looking. I'm trying to.
I'm sorry. I'm too deep. I'm too deep in the sauce.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So basically, I was trying to go down there to press the side, but I didn't know that when you stack up, it does less damage. So once I saw the I basically just like bitched out. Like, nah, I ain't finna die to this shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be 100% honest. I definitely just left that.
Okay, but if I didn't spectate,
If I would've knew that, I would've definitely stayed.
But now you know that. That's the point of watching losses. Now you know.
Yeah, for sure. Now I know. So when I see a side, I see a nah, I'm gonna chill.
Okay.
That was a horrible ult. Can you please stop showing that?
Okay. All right, let's move on next round. Oops. You see, look at this, 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 look at this.
I'll be on this game every day.
Look at this. You shoot the ultimate from rocket. Look how fast it breaks. Like you take, I mean, it doesn't break because you. Yeah, that's my point. That's my point. That's my point. You can do that always. That's my point. Look how much damage it takes.
Bet. I'm gonna do that every time I see it. Even if I die, just keep going for it.
Look at this. Look at this. You see how fast it dies? The thing is, if you run away from it, it's just worse because your team just loses.
They're gonna target me. They're gonna target me anyway. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Good.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Like even here at this point, like you run away. Okay, sure, whatever. But like you can still look for a punish on somebody. Look at how aggressive their Strange is, and yeah, but you gotta look at this. Look at this. They're all half HP, over pushed. Their supports are on point. You can take that. You can kill somebody here. Like you can definitely kill their Strange or Thor. They're all low HP. You're wide.
When I heard the Agamotto, I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, nah. I didn't.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's not the tank mentality. You don't go nah. You say nah, I'd win. You need to go nah, I'd win. You know what I mean? You need to look at it and be like, fuck this, bro. Maybe I can kill them. You go nah, but you need to go nah, I'd win. You know what I mean?
Because I seen so many instances where the Strange ulti can walk past me, ult my team, and literally destroy my own.
Yeah, but you let them. You give up. The thing is, you give up. You see the Strange ult, and then you're like, nah, we lost. But the thing is, you can do something about it. At least look at it. Look at their HP. Look at what's happening. They're all low HP. You instantly are scared away and leave. But if you at this moment look at your team and you try to do something, you can get 1 kill. You can get 2 kills, and then your team respawns. Their respawns are slower, and then you guys regroup, and then you push, and then you are 6v4. Right?
I'm not gonna lie, we're down a number. We're down Namor too.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You get these kills, your Namor respawns before they respawn. Like if you get a kill, even 1 kill here, that guy's gonna be respawning for like 3 more seconds than your Namor. Like your Namor's gonna be back in the fight before that. And even better yet, their tank is gonna be dead, which is way more beneficial. Like their Strange and their Thor, who are the playmakers this game, them being dead will be so beneficial to your team that you're gonna be able to take the point for free. But instead, the moment you hear the Strange out, you just run away and you don't try to make any plays because you just give up. In your head, you're like, oh, fuck me. My team is throwing again. They got Strange ulted. But like, you can stop that. You can prevent that. You can push the Strange away when he's looking to kill somebody. You can push the Thor away. You can stun him. You can, even if they die, you can get a kill here.
To be fair, the Strange did that last possession. I tried to like stop it, and I couldn't. I didn't stop it, so I didn't have the mentality of like, let me just stop.
But that's the thing. It's about mentality. We're getting to the bottom of this. I feel like your mentality is cooked, right? Like you're always blaming somebody. You're always thinking that it's lost. You're always like in the loser mentality. You have to have a winner mentality. You need to think about this.
I like to have a winner mentality.
Yeah, but not. But
like, when I'm in a game and I see like people just dying and feeding, that's when I just start like I feel like there's no hope.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There is always hope. Like, you need to create the hope because sometimes you're the one who plays bad, but your team carries the hope and wins the game. You know, like, and then you get excited and then you start playing better, even though you started off bad. You need to be the hope to win these games.
Bro, I have games like that. Don't get me wrong.
That's the thing. You can have more games like that. You can't, if the game is affecting you to the point where you have no hope and you give up, you should stop playing and take a few days break. Like, you can't, like, the moment you go in, and you see that that happens to me too, right? And I stop playing because I know it's just hopeless for me because you don't realize this, but this mentality genuinely makes your gameplay way worse. Because these plays, the moment you hear these Strange ults, the moment you see the kill feed, the moment you see your team dying, you're like, fuck, my team is feeding again. But that's not true. Like, they might be dying, but you can do something about it. But instead, you accept that your team is bad and you just accept the loss. But you don't have to, especially not in this rank. These people are not good at the game. These people make a lot of mistakes and need to look at how to punish these mistakes. And this is how you punish that mistake right here. This is it. This from them is genuinely, maybe, probably a bad play if you do something. Like, if you try to do something, you at full HP, you have more HP than their Tor and Strange combined right now, and they have no healing because your cap is on point. You can make something happen right here, but instead you are stuck in the mentality that, hey, it's just lost.
I just don't be trying to feed, but
fuck that, bro. Fuck not feeding, bro. I rather, the best way to learn any game is just to feed your brains out and limit this. Fuck that mentality. You can't keep thinking about not feeding. Like, I feel like somebody bullied you one time because you were negative and you had a ton of devs and now you're so scared to feed. Fuck that, bro. Just feed. Who cares? If people flame you, mute them and then think about why it didn't work that time. Like, I need you to do something more aggressively here. Like, even if you feed here and die, you can get 1 or 2 people with you. You need to make something happen in games
my playstyle is aggressive, so
it's not, though. It's not. The thing is, it's now you're gonna say you're just looking at this game, but from the games I've seen, your playstyle is not aggressive. And if your playstyle is aggressive, you need to ask yourself why not aggressive this game, because this game you're not that aggressive. This, you do realize why that. Yeah, you weren't confident, but that's the thing. You need to have the confidence. You know what I mean? Like,
my heal.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You need to stop thinking about your heals because you're full HP all the time. Who cares? You're at the entire game, you're full HP. Nobody cares. Like that. The thing is, I understand not being confident in your heals if you're playing Mag, but you're playing Thor, a character that can get like 100 shields all the time. Like, you don't care about these heals, bro. These people are dead. Like, these enemies, this Thor and Strange, you kill them if you stop thinking about your heals. I'm gonna give you a word of advice. At no point in my entire career of playing Overwatch and Rivals have I ever told myself, fuck, my supports suck, they never heal me. Supports heal, and they heal quite a bit. They might fuck up ults, they might fuck up other things, but if they don't heal, they don't play the game, and they want to play the game and they have fun. They are healing. The reason why they have worse stats than the enemy team is because they keep dying because you let the tanks push in and kill them. The enemy team has better stats. Their supports have died twice. And the reason why they've died twice because they're Strange and Thor are killing your supports and you're not killing theirs. And that's why they have worse stats. As a matter of fact, I think it's surprising that the heal stats are so close in the first place. But why do you care about the heals if you're full HP here? Nobody cares. Like, it doesn't matter if you have heals. It just
can we look at our teammates for 1 second though?
No, fuck the teammates. No, do you understand why this is bad play from you?
This is a bad play. I get it, but look at stats,
but that's the thing. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, don't. Just stop. Stop with looking at your teammates. Just stop. Like, you're never. Do you think? But you're never gonna climb like that. You're never gonna improve, brother. You stop obsessing with your teammates. Do you understand why you pushing in here is gonna change the course of this game and could win you the game? Like, I don't care about your teammates, brother. Who cares? Like, this is your mistake that you need to own up to, and you need to implement this gameplay in the future and win your games. You could have won this fight. I don't care about your teammates. Your teammates don't matter in this instance. It doesn't matter at all. You're full HP the entire game.
Bro doesn't want to learn. But why do you think I'm in this chat? Because I'm trying to learn. What are you talking
But the thing is, you're not trying to learn, because when I'm trying to explain these things, you keep going back to look at it. But why would I look at your supports? Why would I look at them? Why? It doesn't matter.
Look at them. I don't want to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to heal too.
Brother, like, you're full fucking HP. What are you gonna die from? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Be real with me. Be real with me. You are the brother. Come on. Like, I can see the little vestiges, little inklings of like I can see that you are listening, but you're still in denial. You need to stop being in denial.
I'm not in denial.
You are in denial. You're in. Listen. Listen. From the bottom of my heart, I've been trying really hard to teach you here, but you keep going back to your supports and blaming your supports, and it's just exhausting because you're gonna repeat this for the next like 10 years. Like, you need to get past that mentality. It's nobody's fault but your own. It just isn't. Like if you are
I can't
truly
believe
trying
it
to
either,
learn,
Candy.
you just have to accept.
This could
You
not
have
be
to
me
accept
at
that
this
it's
point.
nobody's fault but your own. It just isn't.
Like
It's
I
your
just
fault.
don't have the
My bad.
mental patience
I
to
was at
deal
work,
with this.
somebody was calling.
Okay. Either way, you need to lock in, brother. You need to stop. Every time I explain something, you say, "Look at my supports." Fuck that, brother. You can win this fight.
Alright, that's my
Okay.
fault. I should have just
Okay.
went back and forth on like a real nigga.
Damn right. That's what I'm saying. Lock in. You're Thor, bro. You're Thor. You need to stop running away. You're the god of thunder.
I know. Look, trust. It pains me to run away. I don't want to run away, but it's
But
like,
you don't have to. Then you don't have to. You're so okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's
Die. I automatically think like, oh, we're not gonna win this fight because like we're down numbers.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You wait until your team dies and then you just give up. That's the thing. You play too slowly. That's what you don't understand. You say, okay, I want to go in, but I feel like you're permanently traumatized from something, like from one of your games, and you're so scared to push it. You need to get past that. You just need to get past. Like, you need to play tank and to go in and to test your limits. And if your team doesn't heal you, okay, then whatever. But you at no point this game have you ever went in.
So I never go for pills. I never peel for my team.
Brother, you don't even peel your team. That's the thing. Like, that instance right there is an example of you not peeling your team. Like, you need to kill people. Like, how do I explain this? If you're always playing to react to them diving you and you never dive them and you never go for their supports, you're just letting them do whatever they want and then you hope things work out. But you need to, especially in your rank, what needs to happen is that you need to kill people. You need to kill them.
I feel like when I be pushing, I feel like I'll be the only one like thing like.
But here's the thing:
like,
there was plenty of examples of your Namor going in, Namor rotating, and you're not there. And then he's thinking the same thing. He's like, "Why am I pushing and my Thor isn't with me?" It goes both ways, brother.
Where's he at? Show me where my Namor is at.
Brother, first point, you remember the Namor road where he Namor rotated the backline, the enemies, and you just were there.
That was the enemy Namor.
That wasn't.
Who ulted me just now?
No, no. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about that, brother.
Let me see what you're talking about.
Look at this. Look at your Namor. Wait. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look. He's about to kill the entire enemy team. If you're there instead of jerking off, you killed him.
Where am I at when he's doing that?
You are doing nothing. You're just sitting here. You're just meleeing their Thor. Why?
But I'm fighting. You may say I'm doing nothing. I'm still
yeah,
fighting.
but you're not. You are the. Yeah, but that's the thing. You keep saying you're overly aggressive and you like to aggress, but where are you at? Like, where are you? What are you doing?
When I say I'm aggressive, I'm saying like I don't like brawling. I like to fight and all that stuff. So
yeah, but here you have 3 people to kill right here. Like yes, you need to stop shooting.
I didn't go to the back line. I didn't go to the
that. That was my.
I was more focused on my tanks pushing up, like you said earlier.
Yeah, but why do you keep focusing on their, like, the thing is, if you kill their supports, their tanks get no healing, and then they die.
Yeah, no.
Right? So you say you keep thinking you're alone, but your Namor is saying the same thing. He's like, where the fuck is my Thor? Like, because this is an insane play by your Namor. Like, if you're there with him, you win this fight, and then you cap.
I didn't even know he was up there, to be honest.
But that's my thing. You're so hyper fixated on your supports and your other tank and how everybody's playing bad. It's clouding your mind. It's clouding your judgment. Yeah, you're not playing with a clear head and you're not thinking. You need to take the bigger picture. You know? Like, you're overthinking and you're like, do you even play the do you even play the game for fun? Because like, I feel like you're just getting tilted at everything and your team, and you need to like.
No, I have fun when I win.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You like, for you to win more games, you need to have a clear head. You can't just like be perpetually tilted at your team and keep expecting things from them, and like it's just making you play worse. Like, if you weren't so upset and tilted your team here, the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, you need to take a deep breath and like look at the bigger picture, and then look at what's happening, because you don't even know the Namor is pushing. You don't even know what's going on. You're so upset that your team is quote unquote not pushing and not doing anything that you just like play back.
What's good, Zach? How you doing?
Like, okay.
But let's switch gears. We got another thing I want to watch.
The Lower Manhattan map is now playable in Marvel Rivals Season 7, and Kingpin has taken over modern New York, imprisoned all the superheroes, and he is fighting back against the 2099 timeline. This map is a convergence, and it's designed in a very interesting way, especially at the beginning of the map. What I've noticed is you have a double bulb. Essentially, you have two orbs stacked on top of each other that lead into a choke, which leads into two other orbs, and it creates for very strange fights, an abnormally long distance between the spawn room and the capture point. You have no real cover down the middle, which makes the stall poke game incredibly tough to actually push onto the capture. What I recommend with this map is flanking. And that doesn't mean going full dive. I actually haven't gotten great results on this map with full dive. I think it's really good to go with the shield tank. I've enjoyed using Strange most of all on this map.
No
His
worries.
portals
No
are
worries,
actually
Zach.
super
You all
valuable.
good, man.
And as opposed to most maps, you'll want to use them proactively.
How you doing? How you doing, though?
Actively after you die and go back to spawn. But those are just some strategy tidbits related to the map. I want to talk about some of the lore, some of the Easter eggs first, and then we'll get into some gameplay where I'll show you how to get more wins on this map, how to play it correctly, the advantages and disadvantages of certain heroes. Now, a super cool aspect of this map is that you can find the Kingpin, and he is fully animated. The thing is, you can only find him when you're defending, and you actually have to get pushed back from the first 2 points and be in the final spawn room to see him. But he's a big guy. If they actually make him a hero, he would definitely be a vanguard.
Rose had your chance to save this city, but I'm the only one fit to lead the people through this crisis.
Wanted to let him speak for himself right there. But it is very cool. This isn't the first time they've animated a villain here. There's also some very interesting lore in the items he has. Obviously, you got the red hood right there, or just the hood. This is a character very deeply affiliated with New York. You also have Kingpin's staff on the side with a purple finger. I'm not too familiar with the Dark Reign storyline, but people tell me this is from the Daredevil Dark Reign storyline. This mask right here, this is likely the Eternity Mask, the whole gimmick of which is to give the wielder power equal to the opponent that they're fighting. And notably, this was housed in the Sanctum Sanctorum, the same place where the object that's in the back of the truck, the whole convoy point of this map, that's also where that was located. And while the mask has been possessed by a lot of obscure heroes over its time in the Marvel Rivals canon, the most recent notable hero is actually America Chavez, who was in the MCU Doctor Strange movie. And I got a feeling that after Doomsday happens, we're going to see a push for more of the Young Avengers into the Marvel Rivals universe. Marvel Rivals is all about the cosmic forces, the multiversal forces, and whenever they involve a multiversal force, it gives them multiple seasons worth of storyline content. There are some theories. One of the theories I think is really cool is Captain Universe, because he's a little known, not often utilized, like cosmic force within the Marvel Universe, very similar to the power Cosmic, and in fact, Captain Universe has possessed the Silver Surfer at one point, because Captain Universe isn't a person, it's just a power that imbues certain heroes during the most troubling times. And what's interesting about that is that it's imbued Spider-Man, it's imbued Mr. Fantastic, quite a few heroes involved in this whole ESU aesthetic they have, but also it's imbued Miles Morales before. And considering we also have an Easter egg on the map that shows Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, I think these are ways that they could easily connect the other Spider-Verses. And on the side, we have this little crystal. Now, this crystal, I'm not too sure about. The best theory I've heard is actually the Norn Stones, and these connect to Loki and all the way back to the Celestials. And it's important to note that the art director of Marvel Rivals, Danny Koo, he does a lot of polls on his X, and one of these recent polls was asking people who their favorite Eternals was. So it's safe to say that they're looking to add the Eternals into the game in some fashion, and it connects very cleanly with the Hood, because a very recent storyline involving the Hood is him using the stone to become the Kingpin of New York. That storyline directly involves Black Cat as well, who will be the next hero in Marvel Rivals Season 7. Tell me your thoughts on that in the comments, and let's get into some of the gameplay on this map, because there are quite a few hidden Easter eggs in the moment, and this map is pretty interesting, the way you play it out. The heroes that are meta on this map are not quite the heroes you're going to be playing on most of the other maps. It really comes down to the shape of this map, and I'm going to go more into that with the gameplay. I'm going to tell you, this map has a lot of lore, and I actually think you can see from the intro screens immediately, Kingpin arresting superheroes. I think it's actually hinting at what the next couple seasons leading up to the next Spider-Man movie are. So what's important to note about the movie is that, one, it's got Tombstone instead of Kingpin, but it has Keith David in it as a specific character that'll probably show up in this game as well. It's got John Blumenthal Punisher as well. There's just something weird with the Kingpin rights where Kingpin can't be in the movies. Marvel messed up how they sold the rights to the characters all the way back in the 90s, and they've been dealing with it ever since. That Sadie Sink is in the movie, and I have a suspicion she's gonna play an actual superhero. I think it'd be kind of crazy if she played Black Cat, but it's also very interesting that Black Cat is in this game on the first season that's like called The Road to Avengers. So I don't know. We could see. I think she's definitely gonna be a superhero though. I forget who Keith David is in the movie, but that's also gonna have influence. There's a poster I gotta find on here that it literally has Miguel O'Hara Spider-Man 2099 on it. And like we were talking about how there's freaking multi-year gaps between the Across the Spider-Verse movies, right? Now it kind of sucks ass. But I think he's a character that'll show up with 2099. It's tough to actually go look for these freaking Easter eggs right now. But we're kind of rolling.
We're doing alright.
Yeah. I think the three big ones on this map though, and this actually makes me remember who Keith David is playing. Because Keith David is playing off here to our left side. There's pictures of Norman Osborn and oh my god, I gotta get the frig out of here. Curtis Connors too. So there's Green Goblin and the Lizard on this map. Come on, give me. Yeah, we do gotta pull back on this. I'm gonna pull off that point right now. Come around the side. Here's Curtis Connors. Where is it? Miles Warren. Dr. Miles Warren. That's who Keith David's supposed to play. No, Curtis Connors the Lizard. But the point is, if you literally go to this room off to the left after we beat these fucking guys. Here, we're pushing them back right now. Getting them in the hole. I'm dead. Ah! Okay, I'm coming back. Here, come over to where I'm fighting right now. He's literally fighting into the room with the freaking lore that I want to talk about. That's hilarious.
I saw it.
I'm actually talking over here. We have the three pictures. Miles Warren, Curtis Connor, Norman Osborn, Green Goblin, Lizard, and Jackal. I could not remember. There's too many, like, animal heroes now.
Oh, it's a school
No, back. Hold up. Let me get this. Ooh. Kind of a waste on my part. Yeah, this... Pretty much the lore of this map is that we're going from Empire State University up to Fisk Tower. And Fisk Tower is also a prison where he's holding a lot of the superheroes. I actually want to grab this box, but I am almost dead. Jesus Christ, man. Give me my bubbles!
God damn it, this thing is
Oh.
pissing me off.
Oh. Okay, I have to switch off the rogue. It worked for that first swarm, but Emma Frost, a little bit denser. Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys. Tidbits of lore. So what happens is that Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, now the mayor of New York, he tasks Black Cat with stealing an object from the extra-dimensional depths of Doctor Strange's Sanctum Sanctorum. This is the Tablet of Life and Time, is what it is. The Gilded Saint is who the hand is that he's giving it to. In all the images you've seen of Kingpin giving something to a giant hand, that hand is the Gilded Saint. Patron saint of the Thieves Guild.
like Iron Fist.
Well,
like,
well, here's the thing,
great
because the Thieves Guild adds these aspects to it, because Gambit has been a part of the Thieves Guild, and Thieves Guild has this is an actual magical entity, and this is talking pretty much why Wilson hired Black Cat is because Black Cat is an actual thief, so he was hoping that by proxy of her stealing the item, he could actually use the magic of the item, but she stole the item from him in turn. So she's in fact stolen the item from the Gilded Saint himself. So all this stuff is just setting up like an actual magical villain. While we're talking about 2099 and regular New York coming together, in fact, the Gilded Saint is pissed off because he was given a forgery. Which there's 3 more gallery cards to come, and they said they're focusing on New York, and they got this whole ESU thing going, and I think they're probably going to introduce a couple more spider people. And now we can see a bit more about this room too. We got Spider-Punk, but right here, this is actually what I was, if you look at the TV, you can see Spider-Man 2099 on there. Hopefully we can see it past, yeah, right there. The yellow hair on the right. So in reality, this is actually a secret hideout now that I'm looking at it. I think he just put his laundry on Doc Ock's stuff. Implying that he kicked the crap out of Doc Ock. Now Doc Ock is down an arm. Hold up.
You guys gotta remember, in the comic books, Dr. Octopus swapped consciousness, swapped body.
I am strengthened.
That is a storyline too, the conscious swap. There's a lot of modern storylines that they draw from that I haven't actually read myself, so I get educated every day on the last like 15 years of Marvel every time I play this game.
Get in there. Get in there.
We got this one. Oh, check off to this side, by the way. They have a chameleon. It's like a little experiment room, and you can see all the different color chameleons. And this is what I actually mean by the Sinister Six. So like on this side, you have the chameleon. If you go over onto that side up there, you have Norman Osborn, you have the Jackal, you have the Lizard. And that with Dr. Octopus, it's like, you know, they're all animals. Sinister Six is usually animals. Just further supporting my theory that the next Spider-Man trilogy is kind of leading up to the Sinister Six. Because they wanted to do it with Andrew Garfield's, remember?
Yeah, they did.
That was like the whole thing, but they never got to the end. I kind of wish they did, though, because one thing it did that none of the other Spider-Mans have done, like, not even the cartoons, is they talked about his parents. They're like, oh, his parents did experiments in the jungle, and then that fucking, what was that Spider-Woman movie? Tried to bite on that. What was it even called? I forget. With Dakota Johnson and fucking Sydney Sweeney, and like the cast was great. Alright, it was pretty hot. It was a hot cast. But all the spider stuff was a dream sequence. Nothing actually happened in that movie.
An unseen assist.
Oh, whoa! Alright, we gotta back up from here a sec. Ooh, yeah, we lost 3. Come back, come back. It's actually a chance for me to show you another thing I just noticed. Van Dien. This is Van Dien's store. Van Dien is Wasp.
An unseen assist.
It's cool. I'm actually sitting on a portal and an ult at this point. So let's see what I can do. Ooh, hold up. I want your bubbles. I'm going over for your bubbles.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Ah, the bubbles actually saved my life. Even though they were trying to they knew what I was going for. Bubbles kept me alive there. Ah. He missed, but I need to be a little quicker on that. I could have actually flown up to block him. I'm trying to speed it up too. I want to speed it up so we can get it into the last point. Boom, you see this scan here? You see their numbers?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
That's part of the lore is the drone is going over people scanning for if they're superheroes. But it's really showing us their ult charge. So that Squirrel Girl's cooking an ult. Be ready for that. She's at 76.
I got it.
Yeah.
Now I
it. That's a good spot. You did a lot of damage.
Yeah, a few more months till Marvel's Wolverine. Who do you think is going to be the main villain of that? I feel like it has to be Sabretooth. Like Sabretooth, or it's going to lead to like the X-Men versus Magneto. Like House of M type of stuff, but Sabretooth is like the main villain. I feel like Sabretooth, it has to be Sabretooth being the main villain of a Wolverine game, right? I mean, there's not other villains that could really take the number one spot. Plus, we got Omega Red. That's just one of the four. And even then, Omega Red is definitely a villain to Wolverine. But of all the villains, it's gotta be Sabretooth.
Got him. Low key with the Glartrops, you actually do want to call it back, because then like you can hit in them with your own guns. What do we got cooking on the sides? We got this part of the map is pretty straightforward. There's not, yeah, I see this. He gains an overshield there.
Venom is probably their best guy, but he's not doing very good.
He's fighting two alone. Like he's over here solo boxing me, but I thankfully had the healing backup, so who's got ult? JJ Runs? Who is JJ Runs right now? Their Cloak and Dagger might hit an ult soon if we don't drive it in here.
I just use my ult to kill them all in that one.
I'm probably gonna die here. Yep, that's good. I got Portal. We'll make Portal play.
Alright, let's go down there.
Pentagram of horror.
Squirrel! I don't know where my fucking squirrels went.
Yeah, I think they just went off the map, or they went so deep they just fucking disappeared. There's that Cloak Dagger ult. Be careful, guys. You can be on top and it's not actually gonna damage you here. Yeah, your squirrels just disappeared. Hang out, wait, we're waiting for Venom to come back, because even if he's just a big hunk of shit absorbing damage, he needs to be in time with us. If that's all he's gonna do is absorb damage, he needs to be doing it in sequence with us.
I got squirrels again.
Okay, she got me. I lost 50% on that. Kill the white fox. Oof, oof, oof. Nice, nice. That was such a big ult, bro. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count them. Get the Venom off as quick as we can.
I'm trying.
Power beyond sight.
Touch it, touch it, touch it. Got one down. Got two down. There's my ult. There's my ult. Touch it, touch it, touch it.
Power beyond sight.
Nice, dude. Oh my god.
I wouldn't mind him being
Dude,
in the
I had
villain.
to upgrade my Strange. I know that Strange, like, melee weaving works, but I wasn't doing it actively enough. Once I started doing that at the end...
7 of Marvel Rivals releases in 2 weeks, and there's a number of heroes that have been underperforming, if not just downright bad, for a while now. In today's video, we'll be going over some of the heroes that I think need buffs coming into the new season. We'll go over Vanguards, Duelists, and Strategists so that no one feels left out. On top of this, I will be releasing another video later this week that goes over the heroes that I think need major nerfs coming into Season 7. With all that out of the way, let's get into the video. We'll start off with the Vanguard one, and the first hero on this list is going to be Hulk. I know he's recently gotten a number of buffs over Season 5 and Season 6, but he's still in a pretty bad spot relative to some of the other teams in the game. Very rarely do you find spots in Marvel Rivals where Hulk is necessary or needed. He arguably gets out-brawled by someone like Thor, who's in the same archetype as Hulk. And if you want to play a more dive-orientated version of him, heroes like Angela and Venom just do his job the better with even more survivability. The thing about Hulk is that he has a deceptively high skill ceiling. Once you begin to master a lot of the movement tech, juggling animation cancels in monster form, and learning how to use Bubble and Exile to cancel all of his ultimates, he becomes a better hero for sure, but again, I still feel like he gets outclassed. I think a very simple but effective change that would solidify his archetype as well as make him a real threat is increasing the damage on his punches in base form. Right now, it does 40 damage per hit. I think bumping it up to 50 would be a nice, clean change that would help both the lower elo Hulk players that have not mastered everything about the character, as well as help out the more advanced Hulks. Maybe a 10 damage increase is a crazy change, but with how careful Meti has been with Hulk, I think they need to tune up the changes a bit more. Also, they need to give him an active team-up. Hulk has been a team-up slave for so long, and I think that needs to change in Season 7 by actually giving him a team-up button rather than him just giving Gamma to everyone. Another Vanguard that has been left out of the spotlight for a while now is Captain America. He suffers from some of the same issues as Hulk in regards to there just being better options at what he does. Again, if you want to dive, you can just play Angela or Venom and get better results. The best thing about Captain America is his mobility and using that to increase his tanking capabilities and overall survivability. His ultimate as well is practically a third support ult, and the increased ult charge mechanic is not really noticeable. They also have constantly reduced his shield health and max health to levels that are not really worthy of a true Vanguard character. Personally, I think reducing his Super Soldier Slam from 12 to 10 seconds would be a great start, as it syncs up the cooldown with his Liberty Rush that's currently at 10 seconds. This makes it so the flow of Captain America is a little less clunky and easier to pick up for some of the lower ranked players. His health, as well, on his shield could go back to 400 instead of keeping it at 350 due to the prevalence of range damage in the game. These are changes that, in my opinion, will help out both the tank aspect of Captain America and still allow you to pressure the backline appropriately. His regular melee attacks also do 40 damage, but I think unlike Hulk, increasing that to 50 would make him a little too busted because of how many other abilities he has to do damage, mainly the range shield throws and the energy zone. I've notably left a couple Vanguards out that people might want buffs for. I know Thor has been rising in popularity, and the argument of him being B tier or not has been a hot topic within the community. But personally, with the amount of changes he's received nearly every season, I think it's a good time to see how he fits in Season 7 and then adjust from there. As more and more of the player base begins to pick him up, it will give us more data on his strength relative to other Vanguards. On a quick side note, he was also played in a recent pro tournament I casted called the Mega Monthly by Spark Chief, and he had some pretty good success with it. Rogue is probably another Vanguard that to many people has landed somewhat flat, but I will say, we've only had one season with her so far since she released in Season 5.5, and I think it's going to take a bit more time for people to really understand her before we start seeing her more and more in the meta. This isn't to say that she didn't need some of those quality of life buffs or anything like that. I actually was in favor of the cooldown reduction on Fatal Attraction, but similar to when Angela was released all those months ago, I think Rogue may have a similar rise in power where it took a while before people really understood how to use Angela, plus her getting some small buffs here and there during her early release. I just want to pop in and thank everyone who has shown me a lot of love on my last couple videos. We recently hit 3,400 subs, and that would not have been possible without your guys' support, so I'm truly grateful for everyone. With a new month, our goal is to hit 4,000 subs by the end of March. I also have something special planned once we hit 5K subs, which I will talk about as we get closer to that. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as well as use the new hype feature YouTube has rolled out to help small creators like myself. With that out of the way, let's get back into the video. Now we move on to Duelists, and with these first two heroes, I don't want people to think I'm trying to bring back the flyer meta by any means, but both Iron Man and Human Torch need some love. I think Human Torch has been in jail for long enough, and I understand how terrifying he was when he was OP. Rivals has to be very delicate when balancing flyers simply because of how much of a bad taste the last flyer meta left in people's mouths. They have been slowly reverting some of the nerfs that Human Torch got after he terrorized players, but personally, I think Human Torch desperately needs a new active team-up since the Invisible Woman one got taken away, and in my mind, it shouldn't be a defensive one, but one that allows him to increase his offensive capabilities. I really like the idea of Human Torch being this bob and weave style flyer, as opposed to Storm, who's more brawl focused, or Iron Man, who is arguably more poke focused. I think a team-up that can emphasize that archetype is key, and would still allow counterplay from the hitscan players, since one of the main issues of Torch when he was hard meta was how hard he was to kill because of the Invisible Woman team-up, plus potential for Luna Snowflake and Ultron Drone. It does not really matter who this team-up is with, but I think it should be with another duelist. That way you are required to run 2-2-2 or make a sacrifice on your composition otherwise. If you want the Human Torch team-up and 3 supports, you'll be left with 1 tank as your frontline, which can be exploited. Iron Man is a tougher case because of how prevalent poke has been within the meta, and any buff to him would further push the frustration players have with poke overall. Iron Man has very clearly been missing from the poke meta because of how strong heroes like Phoenix, Hela, and Hawkeye to a certain degree have been. So I think a potential power shift from his poke archetype into something more brawl focused could be a cool change. I think increasing the amount of bonus health he receives from his armor overdrive could be a viable change, or something that might be a little bit more controversial is increasing the duration of his armor overdrive, potentially bumping it up to 12 seconds from 10. This is tricky though, as it might incentivize Iron Man players to just poke more to build up their ultimate rather than using their Unibeam more. I also think, similar to Human Torch, that Iron Man should have an active team-up. The Ultron Squirrel Girl one is pretty useless, and I genuinely think all 3 of those characters need better team-ups anyways. You could just give him a team-up that gives him another damaging ability, but I think a much more interesting one would be something that increases his base flying movement speed as well as his move speed when he's using his Unibeam. I think it would be really cool to see Iron Man choose to use this team-up either offensively or defensively, depending on the situation, while still allowing for some viable counterplay. I also think Black Panther needs some buffs, and I know a lot of support players are going to look at me with disdain, but realistically, he's never really been as good as people made him out to be when he was quote-unquote OP. Plus, he's got 1,000,001 counters, and he's arguably the most committal dive hero in the game when compared to his peers. He does not have the insane mobility like Spider-Man, a block like Daredevil, or iframes like Magic. He's the highest risk dive hero in the game and isn't actually rewarded properly. Honestly, I think BP just needs some reverts of the nerfs he's received seasons ago, change the bonus health he gets from hitting marked enemies back to 40, increase the max bonus health back to 120, if not a clean 100, and increase his max health back to 300. There's no reason these nerfs should still be in place with characters like Elsa in the game. Marvel Rivals has changed a lot in 1 year, and I think BP should change along with it. Finally, Blade needs some major love. He might be the only character I would advocate for some major buffs to nearly his entire kit. This includes reduction in cooldowns, as well as increase in damage on his abilities and potentially his sword. Right now, the best way to play Blade is to heavy poke with his shotgun, which just does not feel super satisfying to play. One big change they could make is giving his ultimate a slow effect, as well as increasing the radius of his ultimate a bit. This would make it so that when you get Blade ulted, it takes a team effort to counter rather than just walking out of it. I'm not going to talk about Black Widow because I recently made a video on her with my thoughts, and the TLDR is I firmly believe she needs a full-scale rework. Every attempt that Rivals has made to buff her has effectively fallen flat. Also, that Phoenix team-up is absolutely garbage. I genuinely believe NetEase have no clue what to do with her.
I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. She shipped it green and none went by, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow, and it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. With all night in and plenty of ale. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow. And it's time for us to leave her. It's growl ye may and go ye must. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. It matters not whether last or first. And it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her. For the voyage is done and the winds don't blow. And it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Candido, let me. Okay, let me tell you something. Why I'm tired. Okay, the reason why I'm so tired is because all night I've been just trying to apply to places, try to get a second job. All these places, they aren't like hitting me back up. They aren't hitting me back up, and then when they do, it's just to tell me, "Oh, I don't have the position." And it's like at that point, don't even hit me up. Okay, now this is another thing I wanted to talk about. The new Xbox boss says Game Pass has become too expensive. That's a good sign, but I don't know if it's for the better of Xbox or for the worse. Because this could mean a lot. But she does say that Game Pass has become too expensive for players, so we need a better value equation. We will evolve Game Pass into a more flexible system, which is good. That is good. But hopefully it can draw a good amount of Xbox fans. Because, hey, I won't lie, y'all. The Xbox community has been getting hoed. They've been getting hoed something fierce. So, any plus to lowering the prices, we take. I'm not even an Xbox person, but I know this is a good thing. And again, y'all need it. But you see, I feel like there's something they're not saying. Like something about this doesn't seem good. But I'm gonna save it, because for now, it's good. Are like cap mains. We're 1 in a million for real. Okay, now have y'all seen the Avatar: The Last Airbender stuff that's been happening? What's up, Zach? Also, Speed Racer is going to be releasing on IMAX with 4K digital restoration on April 20th. So that's something. Yes, the Speed Racer. Again, on April 20th. So that's going to be releasing on IMAX. So if you're fans of Speed Racer, it's the movie, not the TV show. Now, here's another thing we do know. Naughty Dog is going to be making Intergalactic. They're going to be making that. But they're also going to be making a Uncharted 5. Uncharted 5, we know, is fully confirmed they are making it. But unfortunately, for Dark Shinobi, and a lot of us who hate to hear these words, unfortunately, Naughty Dog is also reportedly in development with a game called The Last of Us Part 3. You know, nobody wanted that, but here we are, you know. Another Last of Us that they could keep selling over and over and over and over and over again. So, you know, this is great. We're having another Last of Us that we can buy once and never play it again. Oh, I haven't seen anything Speed Racer since the live action movie. And to newer anime style cartoons. Oh, okay. Okay, there's some other things I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. This is... Yo, I don't know who did this on Disney, but let me find out who you are. Because I want to know who in their right mind decided, hey, let's make a preschool version of Cars called the Lightning Racers. Yep, for Disney Junior and Disney Plus. So now we got child Cars. Yes. It's Munchkin version of the Cars. Huh? Oh yeah, yeah. It's releasing in 2027. What? A 4-year-old told you. Oh my God. Now, why in the world are they making a preschool Cars? Well, they gotta sell something. And plus, it's Disney. All they know how to do is screw with their product. Literally. Oh yeah, and also something else. Someone made a list of all of the guest characters from every Mortal Kombat. Which yes, that movie, a lot of people are excited about it. But you know, this just made me realize there is no female guest character in Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Because in every Mortal Kombat video game, we had Kratos. We had my brother's favorite, Freddy Krueger. We got Jason Voorhees. Alien, Predator, Leatherface, the Joker from DC, Spawn, RoboCop, Rambo, Terminator, Omni-Man, yes, Homelander, John Cena, Scream, Conan the Barbarian, and another Terminator. What? No female rep. Also, just to let you know, my favorite Mortal Kombat guest character, it's got to be between Jason, Kratos, and I'm gonna say Omni-Man. I like those three. Granted, I don't have Mortal Kombat 1, but I like Omni-Man's gameplay. What Avatar do? Avatar... Hey, shout out to Nickelodeon for still having trash security. The entire Avatar The Last Airbender movie that was going to take place at right after the story of the original Avatar The Last Airbender ended. That movie was completely leaked. And they screwed up on that. They only have themselves to blame. The entire movie got leaked, and we saw the animation and new plot holes that they've added. But nostalgia took over, and it was beautiful. If you count Sonya Blade, okay, do we count Sonya Blade when she was voiced by Ronda Rousey? I guess we can. Okay. Leg, technically, Xenoverse can count as a female get. Oh, yeah. Do we? I guess so. Because there is the Baraka version of Xenomorph. But other than Ronda, Mortal Kombat never had a female guest character, which is crazy. It is crazy. I feel like there's a decent amount of female characters they could have added. Like, for instance, The Ring. She's right there. What was her name? Sudoka or something? Sudoka from The Ring? You could have added her. Megan Fox? Oh, right. Are you excited for the new Avatar cartoon with the twin avatars? Yes. Yes and no, because okay, I'm praying that they fix what happened in Korra. Like they truly work on the backstories of the characters, make sure these characters actually get love and appreciation. And also, if you're gonna have these characters like have a love interest, don't backtrack and flip sides, please. Look, I wish I could talk about a Candido. If talking about just female Mortal Kombat characters, then oh yeah, like female reps in Mortal Kombat is good. It's just guest characters, they got nothing. I'm kind of mixed, but the story that's been revealed seems cool. Yeah, I like the story so far with what we know about it. I just hope they lock in, you know? Hold on, there was something else I wanted to see. You think the movie will come? I don't know. I hope. Because look, everything that they showed, I won't lie, Candido. Look, if they have this animation for that, the next Avatar show, hey, I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. I don't even know if I could show. Can I show it? I might get DMCA though. Bro, I don't know if I can show it, but like, it's good. It's good. I'm surprised there hasn't been a massive mixed fighting game made taking 2 or 3 heroes villains from many different media, like Marvel, My Hero, and Invincible, Ben 10. I feel like Ben 10 deserves some type of fighting game, or just a game in general. Ben should have been a guest character in more. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Okay, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Hold on, let me see if I can find that. Oh, right. The next 3 episodes for Bleach are going to be in theaters. I am excited. I'm excited for that. I definitely want to try to get into that. Lock in for that. But yeah, if you're a fan of Bleach, be ready to go to the theaters, because the next 3 episodes will be in theaters. A dream game. Oh, Goro versus Voron? I'd like that. Oh, yeah. So this is something else. The British government is expected to investigate the Paramount and Warner Brothers acquisition because they will assess whether the deal could harm competition. So, if it doesn't get past the British government, it is what it is. Granted, I feel like they're not going to let it happen. Yeah, I feel like it's not going to happen. Oh, so Candido, Zach, what I could say about this Avatar villain, yo, talk about it. He's on the level of Zahir, bro. We gotta put him on higher than Zahir, for real. Do we want it passed or let Warner Brothers go in? Look, regardless, they're still gonna go bankrupt. Yeah, Ben 10 had a good amount of games on PS2 and PS3. if this deal don't go through, Warner Brothers might. Yeah. And also, if it doesn't go through, like, Warner Brothers is still gonna be good. Alright. So, unfortunately, this is where I'm going to have to end because I got to go to work soon. So, thank you all. Hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. When I get back home, I'm going to stream on Twitch. I want to do 2 streams. Okay? I want to do one stream where I play Grand Blue. But then also, I'm going to go on Marvel Rivals because, you know, got to play some Marvel Rivals. And also, should I do a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream? Okay, Dark, I can't get the Popeyes today. I can get it tomorrow, potentially. If y'all really want that, Windrose drops tonight. How much is it full price? How much is Windrose? Yeah, how much is Windrose? $30? Oh, bet. Yeah, I can get that. I gotta wait until tomorrow though. So, you know, it'll be good. I'm gonna get that first. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna get the Popeyes meal tomorrow as well. Alright, but I will see you all another time. Alright? So, let's see. I'm gonna end it with... Let's just play this. Peace out. Yo, Sneezy, what's good with you, man? I'm actually about to leave. I'm about to leave. I'm sorry, brother. But alright. I will see you all when I get back. Again, gonna do a YouTube stream and a Twitch stream. So be on the lookout. Alright. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, Sneezy. I gotta go to work. But peace out, man.